welcome back to another Holiday Chaos charity one-shot. This time for Stand Up to Cancer. It is a project that's really near and dear to my heart. I recently lost my stepfather to cancer in August, and today is his birthday. So thank you all for joining us. It means a lot to me. I'm Eva. This is my channel, so surprise, surprise. If you all want to go around and introduce yourselves, that would be pretty sweet.
Allie, do it.
Yeah.
Okay, hello, my name's Allie Mack. I am playing Turnip, what am I again? I'm a wild sorcerer magic halfling thing, and it's gonna be very chaotic. That's it. That's all I have for you. I have Fireball.
Kaila, that was absolutely your fault. You have to go next.
This is all my fault. That's fine. Hi, I'm Kaila. I will be playing Lacey in Chains tonight. Unlike Valentine's Day, we have switched things up a little bit. She is a Eldritch Knight. Asimar.
Huffle, tell us about your lovely self.
Hi, I'm Hufflebuff. I stream it at MX Hufflebuff. My character's name is Helman Realmail. They are a human warlock who accidentally thought they were lying their way through a demon, and it turned out that like you can't do that with demonic pacts. So here we are.
And that leaves just me. Hi, everybody. I'm Derek Sword. I am not bringing back my beloved Dolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer character this time. No, it's a new character. He's just a guy. This is a guy. His name is Nathan. His whole name is Nathan Cormac Clooney O'Here, and it's just a guy. I mean, he's a rogue, but he's just a guy.
Just a guy. Thank you.
Yeah, it's just a guy. Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
For those of you just joining us on these random holiday one-shots, something's not quite right in the world. Something is going along and kind of messing up the holidays. A group recently saved Christmas. Santa had been kidnapped. That was a little rough. Valentine's Day was saved. All the romantic presents were retrieved after being stolen. And here in the Irish countryside, you all have been gathered together for your own reason, whatever personal reasons you may have. You have answered a call. There are certain charms in Ireland that keep the country safe, and they have gone missing. We will be calling them Irish charms for reasons. You are currently in a castle, very fancy, very stony as these things may be. There are a few people kind of wandering around in and out. But before you stands a tall human woman with a very grave look on her face. Short, curly brown hair, and a clipboard. Very authoritative. How do we find you all in this room? It's sort of a small hall. There's not really many chairs. There's a few kind of along the wall, but if she's about to give you your kind of marching orders, what state does she find you in?
Nathan is probably front and center. He has his arms crossed over his chest. He's wearing traditional roguish attire as he would, but his hood is pulled down. There's a slight, maybe almost greenish hue to his skin, but it's only really noticeable in certain lights. Otherwise, he's just a guy. He's just a regular person. Nothing to see here at all. Of course, he has his knives and has his various methods of murdering people. But everyone has a place in this world, and sometimes that place is 6 feet under. But that is his place, is to potentially put them there from time to time. But this is his place to be currently, so he is just waiting to hear his marching orders. And actually, Eva, I should clarify. This is Fantasy Ireland, right? Okay.
Yeah,
I just want to
absolutely.
clarify because in the last game I murdered Fantasy Mark Wahlberg, and I just want to be clear that if there are implications in this world,
Let the record show that I believe real Mark Wahlberg is still alive and well.
So far,
F's in chat for Fantasy Mark Wahlberg.
no Fs.
The actor, not the host of Temptation Island. To be clear, not Mark L.
Okay, no
Wahlberg.
Fs.
Nobody knows that but us, Eva.
But we do,
So
Allie.
as someone newer to like the campaign, right? Like I'm just joining. Like, can I clarify one thing?
Bold of you to assume there's any consistency, but yes,
Well,
please.
In the timeline of Fantasy Ireland,
Yeah.
was Mark Wahlberg still in the Funky Bunch?
They were actually talking about doing a comeback.
Okay.
So that has been nixed because he's dead. Although, if y'all find a necromancer, maybe still possible. I don't know.
No, Fantasy Mark Wahlberg was even worse than real life Mark Wahlberg. Fantasy Mark Wahlberg had it coming. Do not bring him back. We're moving on.
Hellman Real Mayo sweeps into the room, strutting in. They have a very shiny cloak on, right? And walk right up to the. Yes. I'm sure you have been informed that I'm to be in charge of the expedition.
She checks her clipboard. Are you Thomas?
Hellman.
Thomasina?
Oh,
No?
yes, I've been called Thomas in the past. Yes, I understand, but it's Hellman, and yes, thank you. So I am in charge.
Could be Thomasina. Says here a gnome?
No, I'm very far from gnome.
Yep, you are.
Enchanted, milady.
All right, we'll put a question mark here then.
They're
Hellman.
well-known. They're a well-known person.
Is Thomasina not here? Is she potentially by herself? Is she gnome alone?
It's one of my favorite films, No Malone.
Mad, my
It's also-
mom gave you all
Elaine
advantages.
loves that film.
Really need to talk to her about that. Okay, no Thomasina or Thomas-ish person here then. No gnomes. Okay. Well, perhaps you are the leader. I'm not sure who else we have here. You there. What? You who spoke up. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Turnip. Hey.
You
Hey.
did not speak up, but okay, turn
Nope, it's me. I'm always speaking. I'm small, but I'm loud.
Turn up. You said your name was.
Yep, like the root vegetable.
Oh, I do have your name right here. Okay.
Yeah, it's Turnip Head. Turnip space head. Head. Head.
That is
Turnip.
in large, sort of blocky, childlike letters.
Yes.
What I have
Yes.
right here.
Yep. I write with both my hands at the same time.
It explains why I have to move to the next page for these other names.
Well, what I always say, if there's a blank page, I need to write on it.
Turnip.
Hi, that's me. I'm
I
Turnip.
love.
Turnip
Would
Head.
you like to describe yourself?
I am a small little halfling with a rainbow mohawk and a rainbow shirt and a rainbow pant and a rainbow belt, and I am probably jittering up and down like I've eaten several pixie sticks. And I'm looking all around, just always looking around everywhere. I also happen to make eyes with someone who we haven't introduced yet, but I'm a chaotic gay little halfling, so I'm probably trying to scooch as close, jump over with my pixie sticks as I can to Laysan. What?
Pixie stick a metaphor?
They're made from literal pixies in Fantasy Island.
Yes, they are actually.
Oh no!
Yep. I feel like I can fly.
They're definitely contraband, though.
Yeah. And who else do we have here? I see 2 more faces and 5 more names. Are you not all here?
You can cross off Laysan chains on there.
Is she not coming?
No, I'm here. As in, you can mark me present.
Oh, good. Oh, good. We've got Laysan and Huffle. Nope. Hellman. So many names on this list.
It's all right.
And Turnip?
Turnip head, turnip space head, HEAD, turnip head.
And who do we have over there?
Nathan. Nathan Cormac Clunio here.
Is that what these 2 C's stand for? Okay.
The middle initials are you?
Oh, I
It
thought
all
that stood for
blurs together.
CC.
I don't know. Some of you have
captions.
the strangest writing.
No, it's tough when I put that into emails because it like includes everyone.
Nathan, can I ask you a question?
I literally can't stop you without doing
Excellent.
something horrible.
Excellent. Do you know what we're after here?
Yes, I am somewhat aware that there are Irish charms that we are in search of.
Oh, that's what we're doing? Oh, I thought
so
this was the line for the bathroom.
So would you say that we're after some lucky charms of some sort?
No, I would not. For legal reasons, I would not. I would say we are after Irish charms.
Oh.
Hellman.
Oh. Well, Hellman.
They may in
is
fact
into
be
this.
lucky. They may have a certain fortunate value to them. They are not unlucky in nature, but for the sake of
So we are not after any lucky charms.
we are in the sense of lowercase. We are in
Right.
search of lowercase lucky charms.
Of course. As the leader of this expedition, I understand.
It's a blue balloon, not a red balloon, right?
Yes. And me blue balloons, right? Yeah. We've all heard the rhyme.
That classic nursery rhyme. All right. Well, first of all, this is a castle, and there's like 14 bathrooms. So if you're seeing a line, I need to know about it because we just don't have that many people here at the moment. Everyone's a bit out on assignment. Yeah,
If you could hold it. I'm sorry. What is your name?
my name's Fiona.
Fiona.
It says it right here on my badge.
I can't read.
What language is it written in?
That's okay. Oh, it's my invisible ink. So
Horrible badge.
It just says, hello, my name is.
yeah.
Fiona, I'm wondering if there's perhaps are there any military officials in the area who perhaps like to deal with grain, or any overarching kind of grain manufacture? I'm looking for a general mill. Is that? I think that might be one of the best places to start looking
Now,
for these fortunate charms.
No.
did you know there's a man, there's a logger called Kel down the road. He works at Kel
Oh.
Logs.
Kill logs, right?
Yes. Do you think he would know where there's General Mill is?
I wondered. I thought his entire business was wiped away in the Great Milk Flood of 1934. But I mean, it got soggy. You don't want to deal with those soggy Kellogg's.
No, I don't want any sort of sogginess.
You could ask the postman.
I did this to
He was always so
myself.
kind to me. He would go around town just saying hello to just cheerio,
Oh my
cheerio.
gosh.
I'm so upset. But it's
You
for
got me.
charity. I can't just leave.
You really can't.
I mean, if you did leave, you would just be leaving all of us here.
Don't worry, I can DM.
He had an anthropomorphic tiger, which was odd.
Okay, moving on. Someone did
was
read the
great.
welcome packet. Indeed, there is a mill just down the road, and that is where our signs say perhaps the thieves headed off to. I can't imagine they're still there. We are very short-staffed, as you can imagine, because we need some sort of crux for you all to be going out on this adventure instead of literally anyone else here who could do it. So, standard rates apply. If you don't know what that is, then you should have read your welcome packets. We don't know how they busted in. We just know that they took the charms. Everyone around here could feel it as soon as the words fell. And we don't know what horrible atrocities could befall our dear beloved Emerald Isle now that they're gone. So the sooner they return, the better. That would be delightful. I would love to say I've given you all the information you need. Something perhaps got me off a bit track. Are there any questions that are relevant to this situation at hand? Turnip, I will not be taking questions from you at this time.
Turnip does need to use the restroom, however.
I do have to go potty.
I'll just
Sure.
go half to
Okay.
his room.
So just down that hall, skip the next hall.
I skip everywhere, so.
Perfect. 3 doors on the right, and then 2 armor stands past that. You'll want to walk past the painting that has the funny smile.
I'll just pee outside.
Yeah, there's some bushes. It's fine.
Oh, I don't need a bush. I just go.
Of course you do. Okay.
I don't know
Right.
Turnip very well, but Turnip
Would you like to?
needs tend to turn up at the worst time.
I should have some sort of like pun incentive. Just for you all to chill for like 5 minutes.
We'd never go anywhere.
You wouldn't, honest to God. Also, just because chat is incredible, you all do have an instant crit if you would like it, and you have 2 rerolls if your rolls do not go the way you would like. And a reminder to chat, because we are raising money for Stand Up to Cancer, if you'd like to affect the game in some way, either benevolently for our dear sweet players, or for me, the dear sweet GM. Yes, thank you, Allie. You can do that. Okay. So, you are, she finishes.
What the hell is this? Just wanted to unload my bits here, don't mind me.
I still haven't fixed the alerts. Hilarious. Thank you, Artsy. If you would like to explore the chamber where they were held, you're more than welcome to. We've sort of looked it over the best we could, and as I said, most clues point to the aforementioned mill, which there's a map that can be provided for you. If there's nothing else, I will be seeing to things here.
What are you seeing?
Yeah, do you want to come with us? 'Cause
Absolutely
you
not.
are
Oh.
you're definitely invited.
Yes.
You
no.
are. You are a tall drink of water, and I am short, but that does not stop me. I can find bendy
You
straws.
you could travel there with all of this.
I could. And perhaps if someone could provide me with, or say, 200 bendy straws, I could be persuaded. But
I happen to have 500 of them next to me right now.
that's incredible, except it wasn't a solid, solid yes. It was just more of an incentive. And while that's double what I was asking for, I think I hear someone
That's all
calling
right.
me down the hall. So
That's all right. You know what? I kind of got my eyes on somebody else, so.
Oh,
Oh
don't I know
my.
it?
Hey, Lisanne, do you want to touch these nerds and go hang out?
I need to do this. I don't need to break probation.
Oh. Alright then. I'll bun there. If you need to get the ankle monitor off, you just need to make sure that the wires are connected to each other.
Oh no, see, they've etched something like on my bones inside. I'm not getting out of this.
Hey,
I'm gonna
respect.
lean over to Hellman and go, woman with a record. She's about to steal my heart too.
Yes, I could see why you'd be interested.
Yes. I wonder if she likes bendy straws. I always keep at least 500 on me.
A woman like that likes someone who can be thrown around a bit, I think.
I am very small, so I can be.
That's what I
Too
was
eager?
thinking.
Do you think she likes pixie sticks?
I would not go up and offer her your pixie stick right away. Lead up to that. Lead up to that.
All right, you seem like you're really good at this, so thank you.
Oh,
Thank you,
yes.
Helly.
Oh,
Helly,
yes, I
Helly
am.
Egg, Helly Boy, Helly Brain, whatever your name is.
All of the above.
Well, what are we doing? Let's go.
Well, shall we,
Let's go.
everyone?
Let's go.
Everyone
Where are we going?
everyone who's in my expedition, please gather around me. Let us go to the mill.
Oh, I like them.
Yeah, lead the way.
And I start walking toward the mill via the path marked on the map.
I'm gonna follow behind. I'm gonna scooch up next to Laysan. I have a rule. Can I just say something real quick?
Sure, you're already here.
Are you a parking ticket? Because you have fine written all over you. And I heard you may have a record, so I was wondering if maybe that's what it was from.
No. No.
You did not illegally park your horse?
No.
Can I help you illegally park your horse?
Do you want to?
Absolutely, because you are magically delicious.
Turnip. Because I know that this could just be Turnip picks up on Laysan all night.
No, that was it. I was gonna keep walking. I was gonna
Okay.
wink and walk away. I was gonna go catch up with Hellman.
While you are distracted, why don't you roll me a perception check, please?
20.
Okay. How did we decide to do this? So, actually, one moment.
Are we outside?
I think at this point,
we're
yeah, you've gone outside.
Yeah, walking to the mill. Yeah. It's a nice
Okay.
sunny Irish day.
How are you all getting there?
I was just strutting toward the mill.
Yeah.
I
how far
apparently
away
have
is
a
it on the
horse
map?
now.
It's
No,
maybe a
your
few
horse
miles.
is. You were legally parking a horse.
No, it's-
I'm
it's-
just kind of
let's have a
skipping
nice walk.
along.
We're just gonna measure it in miles because it's fine. Allie. There has been an attempt to pick your pocket.
I would like to cast Fireball.
With your perception roll, You would not have noticed it. Are you all right as a player with that happening?
Yeah, but I still want to cast Fireball.
Just randomly?
Mm-hmm.
At what? Or whomst?
Yes. Just in a general direction.
Like
Okay.
yourself?
I would like to just cast it in front of me.
Okay.
Or, like at the darkness?
I would just like to cast Fireball.
Um,
I would like to apply color spray to it to make it rainbow. Right now.
So essentially what has happened is you have not noticed that you were pickpocketed. You're just walking along and have just decided to...
Yep.
Okay, yeah. No, that actually tracks.
You're just
Perhaps-
fireballing.
perhaps that's why. Oh, and you have disadvantage. Oh, bless. Feel better, baby.
I just want to cast Fireball.
Perfect. Okay, so, I did not make an overlay for disadvantages, so I'm just gonna remember that. You all have disadvantage on your next, whatever you roll. Okay, so you cast Fireball in front of you, because of course you do.
Wait, aren't I in front of you?
Yes, you are.
How? I might have warned everyone ahead of time that PvP was possible. So
This isn't even PvP. This is PV versus like PPPP.
You said PP. I would like to cast Fireball,
did.
please.
Yeah.
okay, well you cast Fireball. Are you casting it within a 20-foot radius of any of your party, out of curiosity?
I mean, probably, unless Huffle's really strutting.
I mean,
I feel like
I
this
would
is about to
assume
hit
I'm not
Huffle.
that far in front of you.
If we were in a group and I stood next
Just-
to Laysan,
You're just fireballing me.
Is this gonna hit you too?
I'm sure it is.
No, Allie, is it? Yeah, is it gonna hit turn?
I'm not that far in front of you.
I don't know.
Like,
I just
think
want
you
to
hit
cast
all of us.
Fireball
Kayla,
right
this
now.
is your fault.
I want to cast Fireball. We're walking in a direction. I want to cast Fireball.
You did. Why don't you tell us all how it looks?
Well, I happened to glance over at Laysan and I'm like, watch this. And then as I bippity boppity boo, I get a rainbow
Deboo.
appearing, and then I flick. And then you know Dwight Schrute from The Office?
Lord, don't I?
Fireball! And that's what I do.
Perfection.
Can I roll my dice now?
Please.
32.
Is that her disadvantage roll?
Or
Or do you not get it, or does it not apply to?
I'm not gonna apply it to this fireball.
Oh, I'm sorry. We have to save or something, don't we?
Yeah, anyone in the
Who's in the area?
well, it would probably be Allie, if you're catching up with Huffle, I think it'd probably be both of you.
That's okay.
And if you're leaving Laysan and Nathan behind, if it's within 20 feet, I don't think either of them are.
Is it a deck save?
That's an excellent question. It is Dex 15.
Is it all of us or who is it?
It's just Hellman and Turnip.
Just tell me.
Okay. I got a 15.
Perfect. You dodge nimbly out of the way. Perhaps already tuned into Turnip's chaotic ways.
18.
And you are also fine, my dear. And did you roll your wild magic?
What?
You cast a leveled spell, roll wild magic. You
Go to the
chaotic
thing. Yeah,
little goblin.
that's the surge thing.
No,
Oh!
she's a halfling.
At 50?
I'm not convinced.
At 50.
I just hit surge. That's it.
Yep.
Yep.
It didn't. It has things. It's describing things.
Yep. Pick one.
That's
Okay.
what happened. Read the things.
Pick one.
For the next minute, you regain 5 hit points at the start of each of your turns.
What's the
That's
other
all
one?
right then.
A random enemy must succeed on a wisdom saving throw based on your spell save DC on a success that take 2d8 physic damage, psychic damage. Jesus, Allie. On a failure, their head explodes.
Huh. Huh. But
But there's no enemies around.
you picked the first one, or
Should I pick the first one?
I don't know. Which one are you picking?
I feel like the
just pick
second one
one.
is safe. Probably the
Um,
second one. Let's do the second one.
Okay. Because we hit our first donation goal of $150, first of all, thank you. Incredible chat. I have opened a giveaway, !Saint Pat in chat. It is for a copy of either, winner's choice, a copy of the Sunken TTRPG. God, these are both really depressing now that I think about it. The Sunken TTRPG, 10 Candles RPG, or Still a Noct, which are independent tabletop games that we have run on this channel. And apparently the only ones that we run on this channel that aren't D&D are tragic. But
Super dark emotional games where everybody dies. They're
but
all
amazing.
fantastic games.
yeah, I thoroughly recommend them. Yes. So
So I just erupted in flames.
are you outing yourself as an enemy of
Or
Well,
are you
no,
talking
no,
about the fireball?
like I just got hit with a fireball, right?
Oh, but you saved, so you
But
managed
isn't
to
isn't that
dodge.
like half
Damage,
damage? Yeah, half damage.
Yeah.
So
They both take half damage.
oh god, you're right.
Yeah.
How does resistance work with half damage? Do you get quarter damage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Quarter.
Yeah. Okay, so
It's half of overall damage taken.
yeah.
Okay, so I spin around and I look at Turnip and say, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! None of that! None of that!
Yes,
Why did you
all of that,
fireball my
all
ass?
all of that, because Laysan is hot and I need to let some steam off.
So you just randomly blast fireballs around.
Yeah, I have the ability. I learned how to do it, so I want to do it a lot. Look, it was
I-
rainbow though. Did you see? It was rain. Do you want me to do it again? I can show you.
I did not. I was busy trying to keep my.
Were you looking now? Because
ass from
I can do it
burning
again.
off.
I can do it again. I can just do it in the air. Do you want to see it?
Okay, yeah, I kind of do.
Okay, I want to roll fireball.
So you fire it up this time?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit a bird. I hope I
Whoa.
hit a bird.
Ooh. Oh yes, my fireball is just much more fiery and much less rainbow colored. That's what hit me in the butt.
Yeah, you got hit with a rainbow, so that's kind of cool.
Are you
That is
just
a little cool. Okay, I'm not as mad
attacking
anymore.
random birds?
I wanted Hellman to see my fireball.
Noted. You have quite an impressive fireball.
I've been told.
All right, well, shall we carry on? Let's no more hitting me with things, little turnip. I like you, but I'm going to like you less if this keeps happening.
Okay.
Allie, do you still have it up on your screen? What was the thing that you did pick for your wild magic surge?
For the next 5 minutes, you regain 5 hit points at the start of each of your turns.
The other one, the second
Oh.
one.
A random enemy must succeed on a wisdom saving throw based on your spell save DC. On a success, they take 2d8 psychic damage. On a failure, their head explodes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so you make it to the mill somehow with little other noteworthy events. It is pretty run down. It is an old stone mill that is the wheel is still turning, but the wood bits are starting to rot away. It is just covered in the stone is covered in ivy. Parts of the roof have caved in a bit. There is no obvious traffic at the moment. Everything is kind of behind a very low stone wall, maybe like 2 feet high. That's extremely low. Let's say 3 feet high. And there's a rotting wooden gate that's kind of standing half ajar. I don't know if gates can be ajar, but it's like half open.
Who's gonna go first?
Well, I
I'll
mean,
take-
I've led us this far. I feel like someone else should have to go first, right?
I
You
hate
wanted
to
be in
see you leave,
charge.
but I love to watch you walk away. So if you want to go, Laysan,
All right. Yes.
I'll go with you.
The group has voted. Laysan goes first.
I'll go with her. Would you like to hold my hand? Yours looks heavy. Let me hold it.
What y'all doing out here?
Oh, who are you?
Oh, there's a younger elf who has kind of wandered down the street, coming from the other direction, street road, from you, and is kind of like peeking up from behind your group at the old mill. Oh hi, I'm Artsy. I just you don't see this many people out this way usually, so I wondered if there was something cool going on. Everything's been pretty boring around here lately.
Archie, do you know anything generally about milling?
Not about milling. I'm not really from a milling family. I guess generally, there's a mill right here.
What does your family do?
We have some sheep. I'm starting to get into, I want to have an apiary, but it's
For sheep?
No, that's my family business. I want to get into bees.
Oh.
Do you have? Are the sheep here?
They're down the
Can we
road.
ride them?
Or the bees here? Can we ride the bees? Are they large bees?
You're all
Did the bees ride
very
the
I could
sheep?
ride a
strange.
bee. I'm small.
You are very small.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry I asked. If you want some of my honey, I don't know if it's very good. It's like my first batch, but
Did you make it,
Is
Are
it
you
poison?
offering?
or did the bees make
the
it?
bees made it. And
Well, you
then
just said
I
it was your
gathered it.
first batch.
Yeah.
What kind of poison is it?
It's not poison. It's honey. Oh,
Are
okay.
you offering all of us your honey? Or some of us in particular?
No.
No, to which question? There were 2 questions.
No, I'm not offering any of you honey. I think you perhaps might be too strange.
Yes.
So, fully regret. I bid you all a good day.
Why does this always happen to us? Every time we talk to somebody, they just leave.
I don't
This reminds me of
understand.
that Kellogg man again. He would walk around with, towards his older age, he was kind of losing himself, and he would pour honey over his head, and he's like, "Oh, there's that honey nut," as he's going, "Cheerio."
Right. Do you
Hope you
remember? Do you
stretched it right
remember?
there.
Did you ever know Old Man Oak? He was so scared all the time. He was always just quaking.
Mm-hmm.
You just called him the Quaker Oat.
Do you remember him? He dressed in strange puritanical garb,
Yes.
buckles everywhere.
All right,
Oh
who's
my.
going into the mill?
You are.
I
It's
thought
either
you
one of you
were.
two.
Didn't you say? I'm sorry. We
You
all took a vote.
volunteered me?
No, you know what? No,
I'll go. I'll go with
I
you.
will go.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Can I go
Nathan's
with you?
going.
Can I play? I want to go.
You played enough.
How about we all just go? Yeah?
Side by side.
I'm literally
We'll
getting.
all
I've
we'll all
had a
go in
headache.
at the same moment.
Exactly.
I think the door is kind of small. Do you want me to use fireball to make it bigger?
No.
Do you want to ride on my shoulders? I could put
I
you
have
up.
a headache from the
Yes,
last time you
please.
did that.
I put Turnip on my shoulders.
And I just sit there and I grab onto their hair. Let's go.
Caster Tower.
Perfection.
All right. Should we enter the mill?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go ahead and go into the mill.
I just have to ask. Is there any attempt at stealth? Or
No.
it didn't seem
Nathan,
like it.
yes.
None.
No.
Okay.
No, we're
Nathan,
going in together.
Nathan, how are you trying to be sneaky with this?
He's just keeping it at the back. Honestly, stealth is easy when you are surrounded by loud people. They draw all the attention.
That's not wrong. They are being exceptionally loud, though. And you do have a disadvantage.
Disadvantage, sure
yeah.
do. Yeah. If only, God, if only I didn't have a +9 to stealth.
If only.
Hockey roller.
And let's see, you can try to hide. I also have the skulker feat, so I'm just trying to make sure what that is. You can hide when you are lightly obscured from the creature from which you are hiding. That's vague as hell. Okay, I like that. So that's a 15 with disadvantage.
Yep, that's fine. That's fine. I knew that. I should have known that. So the y'all are just going in the front door. Yep.
Yeah, so us side by side with Laysan and Turnip on my shoulders.
Yeah.
Nathan just like 10 feet behind, just in case there's a trap.
Bless. Thank you for this donation, which lets everybody shift over one. Derek, congratulations, you are Hellman. Huffle, congratulations, you are Laysan. Kaila, congratulations, you are Turnip. Allee, congratulations, you are Nathan. I'm pretty sure I did that in order.
I don't have a Scottish accent.
Irish.
Irish.
More of a lilt to it.
Whatever it is. Yeah, whatever the thing is, you know. Oh, bless.
Wait, no, I have to pull D&D Beyond
L.
now.
Scottish is more like that. There's more of a brogue to it.
Listen, I'm new.
Let's get this over with.
Didn't you have to be me last time, Allie?
I sure
you were.
did.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
I
'cause
was
then-
Dolph, don't worry.
Yeah, you were. Because poor Kaila had to do this.
All
Something.
right, listen, I don't care what happens in the next 10 minutes, but for some reason we need to get Kaila to talk as Turnip. Do you understand me?
Next time. Oh wait, I'm setting a timer. Is what I'm doing.
The best part about this is if Kaila starts talking as Turnip, Kaila is going to be flirting with me as Kaila or as Laysan.
Oh god. And I will say real quick about the giveaway. And I'll do another one if we hit another goal. I think I can figure out how to do that. Yeah, I'll just pick multiple winners. You don't have to be present in chat to win. I'll just message you on Twitch. And I'll close it at the end of stream. Is what we'll do. Okay, 10 minutes. I don't know what any of these are. Oh god, okay. Okay. It's gonna make a
Huffle,
weird noise.
Do you have a familiar already? Okay.
Oh, that look.
It's an imp.
Gotcha.
We love an imp in this stream.
Oh,
And-
no.
Dolph isn't
And-
here to murder the imp this time, okay? And I will regret those imps were sketch as funk. Just because Dolph has murdered a number of people, I'm not playing Dolph in this one. I'm playing another murderer. Jesus.
And canonically, Hellman does not trust his familiar because it like came from the demon that he didn't think he was actually making a pact with.
I love this. Okay, so, actually, this is perfect. Turnip.
Is it?
It really is. Turnip, Hellman, and Laysan. You are all trying to fit through the doorway at the same time. If I could have you. Oh God. Turnip. I would like an acrobatics check. The other two, I will take either acrobatics or athletics to get through the store all together, side by side. But Turnip, since you are on Hellman's shoulders.
This is disadvantage.
Hey, hey, Kayla,
Sorry, Derek,
Where's,
that you got both of those.
where's my character sheet or your character sheet?
I can send it to you just 1 second.
Oh, no problem.
Wait, is it not in the campaign?
No, it is.
I can't find Derek's.
Oh,
I see all of them except for Nathan's.
Derek's is
see-
at the
I'm
very
sorry.
bottom.
I'm really bad at D&D Beyond. It might
see
just be
you.
already here.
Like I see Winnie.
I see.
I don't see.
Winnie.
I do see Winnie.
I
yeah.
love Winnie.
We love Winnie.
Allie, I will private message to you.
Thank you.
That is an 18 for acrobatics for Turnip.
At disadvantage?
Yeah, I rolled a 16 and a 15.
Bless.
And you said strength
you.
So,
or athletics?
athletics or acrobatics, whichever you would rather.
So it's disadvantage, but the first roll was a nat 20. Laysan rolled a 9.
Oh.
13 with that plus 6. Nice.
Okay. So, Laysan gets kind of shuffled to the back as Hellman and Turnip kind of maneuver
Actually,
their
I'm sorry, I
way.
was looking at Nathan's. That's an 8 with a plus 1. I apologize. I was looking at my old character sheet sent it to Allie. Yeah.
Oh,
I used to have a plus 3. I have a plus 1 now, so that's an 8.
F's and Jeff Turnip.
Hellman.
Oh
You're Turnip, aren't you?
no, Kayla's turn
no.
up.
Yeah.
But Turnip
Remember
is
the
on
chaos.
Hellman's,
What you brought.
Right.
Hellman's shoulders.
Wait, did I shift everyone the other way?
Listen, just accept it because Kayla is turn up and I'm thriving.
God, okay. Hellman. Wow, my brain. See, it's even chaos for me. You kind of fall through the door with Laysan kind of shunted to the back and you having less like stability than you thought. Somehow Turnip stays stable on your shoulders, but you fall into the room. You don't literally fall down, but there is you're not in like the mill proper yet. There's no grindstone, I think. This
We're
is
in the
just,
general mill.
You're in the general part of General Mill. Yep. And it's cluttered, a bit dusty. Seems. Why doesn't everyone give me a perception check?
This music is way too intense.
Yeah, y'all are like super excited to be in that room, apparently.
I'm trying to get the vibe here, Eva, okay?
I know, I appreciate it.
Laysan rolled a natural 1.
So did Turnip. That's a
Negative
plus
1?
2 though, so it's a 3, but it's still a fail.
Okay.
on the dice.
15. Allie, you have no excuse. He is the most perceptive son of bitch there is.
26. 26.
Jesus. Okay. Well. It is so dusty that, yeah, that now what you all, like, there's, between getting through the door and just the dust, getting kicked up, there's, and maybe distracted by some of your teammates, who knows, not gonna put words in your mouth, but maybe, who am I to say, I think there was a 15, 16. Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
You can see that there is, people have been moving through here somewhat recently. There is, there's tracks in the dust, multiple sets of footprints. Stuff has been moved on a nearby table, and it looks like everything seems to be going through one specific door. Everything else has sort of been ignored. As for Nathan can tell there have been 6 people of varying forms, all wearing boots, and they are pretty recent, at least within the past couple hours. I don't know how you can tell that in the dust, but it's a 26. I don't know what to tell you. That's... Yep.
I can't do the accent.
You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you.
There's some boot prints over here.
I feel like chat paid good money for you to do that accent, Ellie. You can't stop.
Yeah.
Don't look at me, but look at the boot prints over here. You don't see me.
More. I want to know what accent that is, and I can't figure it out. Top of the morning to you. Look at the boot prints.
Hey, top of the morning to you. Look at the boot prints over here. There's boot prints over here. Look at the boot prints. And then he scurries away.
Dublin by way of
Yes.
Kiev. It's fine.
Yeah, it sounds like you're doing an impression of Jambo doing a bad Russian accent.
It's like it's almost like East German. Like I can hear the Berlin Wall in your voice, and I don't know how that is, but
Oh god.
There's boot prints over here.
Hey Nathan. How'd
There's
you
boot
see
prints.
how'd you see those boot prints so well?
I eat a lot of carrots. Good eyesight.
It's the food you eat? Okay, never mind. I don't have time for this. Let's get this done so that I can get my freedom here.
Suddenly, called by Nathan's strange new accent, David Hasselhoff appears. I said that, and now I realize I don't have a David Hasselhoff voice. I'm full of regret.
Can't be worse than mine.
but just say I'm full of regret. I think that's good. The David Hasselhoff voice.
Yeah. He just starts singing a song for some reason.
JFK appears. Ich bin ein Berliner. Thank you. Yeah.
President Gorbachev. Anyway,
Mr.
outdated
Gorbachev.
Thanks, Reagan.
outdated political references.
How old are we?
Wait, before anything else happens, Turnip gets off of Hellman's shoulders, walks up to Lacey Ann, and says, "Do you believe in first sight?" Or do I need to walk by again?
Okay, you're coming on kind of strong.
I thought that was adorable. Yeah.
It's only adorable because she's so small.
Did you see the boot prints?
I'm trying to look at the boot prints. I've got turnips over here. Why aren't you on his shoulders? You were doing just fine up there.
Can I get on your shoulders?
Okay, fine. Climb up.
And Turnip climbs up on Lacey's shoulders.
You notice that Laysan's shoulders are
see which
extremely
way.
broad and well muscled.
Yes.
Oh, she does have an 18 strength, so I hope so.
Turnip would definitely notice that.
We
You're
stand.
not Turnip right now.
I'm just letting you know what I think Turnip would know.
Hey, Lacey, did you just come out of an oven? Because you're really hot.
Okay, can we focus on the boot prints now?
Did you see the boot prints? They're right
It seems
here.
like Nathan is very interested in these boot prints.
Nathan, tell us more about the boot prints. What did
They're
you learn from these prints
they're
of
from
boots?
shoes. They're boot prints from
I
shoes.
thought they were boot prints. Nathan, I thought they were boots, not shoes.
Do they indicate a number of people, perhaps where they were going or how recently they were here?
Can you tell what size shoe they wear?
Did you tell me that, Eva? How many people?
She absolutely did.
I did. I 1000% did.
Okay, listen. I may have been helping Turnip and not fully listening. There's a couple hours ago, the boot prints. There's a handful of them, but they're boots, so it's
What
bootfuls.
direction did they come from?
That way.
I start walking that way.
Okay, I have good and bad news. Your 10 minutes are up, and the Hoff has left the building. For now. But
Give me my boy back, Allie. What have you done?
The boot
Why
prints.
is this character sheet wet? Why is it wet?
Sorry.
Allie, I think you've got to give it to Kaila. She found Turnip's way onto Laysan's shoulders already.
She did.
yeah, no,
I
that
haven't
was
established which way
masterfully
she
done.
is facing on those shoulders, but that's...
So right now,
Hi.
Laysan, just so you remember, Laysan, you are walking the way that Nathan told you with Turnip on your shoulders.
Noted.
You seem
like
kind
it
of
was
tense. Do you need like a
incre-
massage while we walk? You're so strong. Do you think you could yeet me into the sun later?
I certainly want to eat you somewhere.
Me too.
I just wanted to apologize for how loud and focused I've been on boots for the past 10 minutes. I honestly don't know what came over me. I'm not typically that boisterous. There were several individuals who came through here very recently. They did come from this direction. They headed in that direction. Perhaps we should check out either where they came from or where they were going.
There was boot prints though?
There
Your
were, in
accent was
fact.
really nice.
Mhm.
I like you,
Anyone else see
Nathan.
David Hasselhoff?
Oh, I thought that was the pixie sticks kicking in.
Well, just me then. All right, but at least he's finding work. You know, if nothing else.
Hey,
I wish we
He
could
was in a
find these.
SpongeBob movie.
Oh, God.
A what?
Wait, was he really?
That's yeah, he was actually.
Yep. That's actually how I know him.
Oh no.
Oh,
Well, I mean, like I know him from other things, but like that's what I always remember him from. is
Other
that.
things?
It feels like you're hassling the Hoff right now.
Look, if there's one rule
Hey,
in this chat, we do not hassle the Hoff.
Laysan, I want this over as much as you do, but before you charge blindly in there, I could send a very disposable creature in instead.
Then why don't you do that?
All right,
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
good. I reach into my bag of tricks, and I'm still. This is Laysan's character sheet. I'm like, my bag of tricks is gone.
Also, am I picking up anything with my true sight? Any
And
hidden doors or openings or magical things?
oh, that's a good question.
Never had
No,
true sight before.
Okay, so
not at the moment.
I
Thank you
want
for
to
asking.
throw. I get to reach into my bag of tricks and pull out something and throw it up to 20 feet.
You sure do.
I want to throw it 20 feet the direction that the footsteps came from, and I rolled an 8. So when my fuzzy ball hits the ground, it turns into a giant elk.
What is the elk's name?
Joe.
Perfect.
Disposable Joe.
Disposable Joe.
I can't remember. Are these things under? They're under your command, right? Like you can tell it what to do.
Yeah. I can command it, or I can command how it moves and what action it'll take, or give it general orders like attack the enemies.
Perfect. And giant elk, of course. While I look at something super quick, y'all going through that door or what?
The door I threw the elk into?
Yeah. Oh, you threw it into the next room?
Yeah, like as
The
far as
elk
I
is our
could,
scout.
the direction that the exactly.
I gotta tell you, Lacey, I'm not really a fan of elks.
Please don't make a rack joke.
No, I really just don't like elks trying to act all like they're deer.
Is that the only reason?
Yeah, I just don't like them.
All right, noted.
I just thought maybe you'd want to get to know me a little bit better.
You hear... Interesting. You hear the elk bugle? I think.
Bugle?
Isn't that what they do?
Bugling
Those
elk?
are, I really like those chips. Put them on your
No,
hands. You act like a witch.
Yeah, like if you
Eva, I have
peek
your
in
back.
the
It is
door.
absolutely called an elk bugle.
I have a
Thank you,
biology degree. How in the world do I not know this? What are they teaching in college?
I don't know. Demand a refund.
It is horrifying to hear at night, by the way.
Oh God. Oh wait, you have all
The
these
nighttime
snacks.
bugle of the elk.
Yeah, when mating season happens, it sounds like a goddamn horror movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Elk are not majestic.
Is it a mating bugle?
No.
Do I know what sort of bugle it is?
You know, what type of bugle is Disposable Joe making?
It is an alarmed bugle.
I'm a big fan of the nacho cheese ones.
Yeah, the caramel ones can be pretty tasty too.
You peek in the door and you can see Majestic Joe.
Disposable Joe.
Disposable Joe.
Disposable Joe. Either way, sounds like a baseball player. Has these weird like cone chips on his antlers. Anyway, neither here nor there. Thank you for that posture check. No, it is definitely an alarmed bugle. Oh jeez.
Hey everyone, I don't mean to scare anyone, but that's definitely Worthless Joe's alarmed bugle.
Oh, yes, valueless Joe. And I'm not picking up anything with True Sight, even looking into the ethereal plane, where I could see the spirit of Disposable Joe.
Oh shit, I forgot. Yeah,
I can see everything.
you can. That's on me.
It kind of is. Yeah, this is absolutely on you.
You see okay, yes. You see not long for this world Joe. And you also see a large that's why it got weird. A large creature across the room, up towards the ceiling. It is unattractive. It's like if an octopus wasn't bottom heavy. Like if
So
it,
you said unattractive.
Yeah, I'm confused as well.
well, no, like the tentacles.
just a lot of sexy tentacles then, or
Yeah, no, the tentacles sexy AF.
Okay, yeah.
But then like
Octopus don't have
it's-
tentacles; they have arms.
they do have
I
arms.
thought Horizon's
thing-
Call was last night.
It was God. Was that really last night? This thing actually does
Really
have
was.
tentacles, specifically,
Huh?
and it has it doesn't have lips, so use that information as you will. It does have like a gash in its face with like sharp, pointy teeth, very dagger-like, and kind of goofy goldfish bulbous eyes. Derek, if you can tell me what that is without... Actually, if anyone of you can tell me what that is based on that description alone without looking it up, I will give you an advantage. Not that you're using them, but...
So one more time, octopus that is not
Yeah, but
top
big.
heavy,
Large. Like,
but big.
a round mass of flesh with tentacles
Okay.
that kind of come all over. Kind of like if a
Okay.
beholder didn't have eyes, if it had tentacles.
Sure.
And probably
Yeah.
like a ring of teeth, or like a maw.
No, like a maw. And then just
Okay.
like goofy goldfish. Yeah.
Goofy goldfish eyes.
Oh,
I don't
and
know my D&D lore well enough.
I was
That's
thinking
fine.
a grell for a second, but that they have beaks.
I barely know how to roll a die, so.
Either way, that's what you see in the other room.
Oh.
And you all have another reroll.
Oh.
So,
And
Nathan, do you share this information with us?
you get a complication as well.
I think Joe has been disposed of, and there's some tenderclees individual in the other room who
Joe bugles again.
I think that's Joe's death bugle. If you value your elk's unnatural life whatsoever, I think we should go and perhaps rescue it. Turnips
No.
first, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Laysan would have to go with you.
Laysan, yeet me into it. Yeet me into it. I want to cast Chaos Bolt.
Are you asking me to throw you?
I'm asking you to yeet thy fair maiden. Yeet me.
Oh, okay. All right. Eva, what do you want me to roll?
You get to roll athletics. And
You know what? I'm gonna use the crit. I'm just
solid. Love
I'm
that.
gonna use the crit.
Love that. You are critless. Perfect. Flawless. Turnip, my dear. Why don't you do either acrobatics or what did we decide the other night, Derek? Acrobatics or athletics, right? To stick the landing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
7.
You do have rerolls available to you if you want.
I would like to use one of those.
You absolutely may. I will never tell you that you have to. I will just...
15.
Okay, that is...
Probably a lot better.
You stick that landing.
Oh, hell yeah.
And you find yourself in the middle of the FML general milling room that has the grindstone over against one wall. It is I don't know how mills work, so I assume it's still turning because the water wheel is still turning, but also I don't know. We're gonna say it is. It's Fantasy Ireland. And you have a brief moment, my dear sweet turnip, to notice Regrettable Joe stamping his giant cloven hooves, I think they have. Why are we talking so much about elk anatomy?
It's Chaos
And-
Day.
And
Y'all are
you
just showing off now.
you see in living color what Nathan described. It is large. It has very pointy teeth. It has awful tentacles. But you also see above the door that you were yeeted through is another one. Slightly smaller.
Oh, no.
Attached to the surface, or are they floating?
So as now that you're in the other room, you can see that this is part of the building where the roof has sort of fallen in. So they are attached to the wall, and the other one is attached to like a tree branch kind of over the...
There's a roper?
Nope.
Fine. Okay.
Oh, this is cheating. It's not standard. Sorry.
Oh, well then, yeah.
I'm still using it, but no.
Discover this monster that's somewhere on the internet.
No, I mean, it is like official lore, but... Or it's like
not base.
official. It's not, base. Yeah. Yes.
Xanathars wouldn't have it. Probably Volos. Mordenkainen's. Yeah.
No. And
I don't
actually,
have those though.
since theoretically, this will presumably maybe lead to combat, which will take maybe a hot minute. I think now is actually a perfect time for a break. Stand up. What? Oh my gosh. And we hit $300.
Let's go.
Can't do math. So, once again, exclamation point St. Pat in chat to be entered to win one of 2 TTRPG giveaways, either Sunken, Still Knocked, 10 Candles, one of the amazing but also horribly tragic tabletop games that we play on this channel. Love you all. If I didn't already say it, stretch, pet your pets.
The things.
Yeah, do all the things.
Do the things.
And we will be back shortly. Love you all. are back. I hope we are all hydrated. I did not hydrate. I'm going to do that right now. When last we saw our friends, they were, 3 of them were in a room. Turnip had just been yeeted into a large room in a mill, where milling is done, with 2 tentacly creatures and a presumably friendly large giant elk. It's a giant elk. And Turnip, why don't you go ahead and roll me initiative, please? And anyone else who is considering joining this, entering the room.
10.
22.
Oh,
14.
Turnip, you somehow have the element of surprise. So I will give you an opportunity to do something before we get into this.
It is surprising when a blazing rainbow halfling is thrown in your face.
Genuinely is.
I want to use fireball.
No.
Sure. I think the most important question here is, which one are you aiming for?
The one that's not attached to the door we came through. The other one.
I say, does it matter?
The big one.
range
The
of
bigger one.
fireball, does it matter?
It would
Yeah,
have
how
been a
many
little
would
more
this really?
exciting if it was over the door.
We're in a rotting wooden mill.
Well, my assumption is if
Yeah,
I
you
hit
are.
the guy, if I hit the one that's not by the door, then the one in the door will run towards me and all my friends can come in and help me. That's my assumption. Will
an
it work?
assumption.
We don't know. But I want to throw fireball now.
Yeah, no, you absolutely, still have slots, so, yeah. So that's what, Dex 15. Okay, it saved. Joe did not. And what's your damage here?
28.
Joe looks really... It's hard for an elk to look betrayed. He's very regal. But he gives you kind of a reproving look as the velvet on his antlers kind of burns. He's very scorched. The not disposable Joe. The decapus recoils up into itself, which is hard because it's a large critter, and makes a kind of a shrieking sound. And then it is Nathan.
So everything is still alive in this room? Strangely enough, after a
Yeah.
fireball?
Oh, and for
The
20
building's
damage.
on fire?
Yeah, the building is absolutely on fire.
Okay.
Currently, it is the thatch, the kind of rotting, broken down thatch next to the decapus, and some crates kind of towards Unlucky Joe. But it's definitely starting to spread.
Okay. One attack the closest one.
Are you
whichever one
entering
that
the
might
room?
be. Well, I mean, Turnip's in there, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I was yeeted.
Yeah. Let's
There's a
not
solid
dispose of
throw.
Disposable Joe. Yeah. Yeah. I want to take out whichever one the closest one is.
So the one right above the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I will do, and this is going to be a lot. So this is sneak attack damage.
Yeah, and I should
also-
say you probably would have seen that one with your true sight, but complication. So it was after your true sight. So I'm retconning that you were fully aware of it.
And this.
Wild magic.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh,
snap.
yeah.
Good point.
Chat got it, not me.
Thank you, chat. Turnip. Roll that spicy wild magic table.
You can detect thoughts on the nearest creature, or for the next minute, any flammable object you touch that is not being worn or carried by another creature bursts into flames. That one! Now!
Object,
Okay.
not creature.
I don't care. Burn the whole room.
Well, it is a wooden floor.
Already burning.
Yep.
Oh, but touch, not like boots, right?
Unless she's not wearing shoes. But
To be fair, it is turnip, so.
Possible I'm
it is
not
a
wearing
halfling.
shoes.
the room's already on fire. How much more fire? It's like
Yes.
you
Have
can
you
only
met
get so
Turnip?
wet. You can only get so much fire.
The roof is now on fire.
Have you met turnip? And I should say,
We don't need no water.
just with basic perception, just like a quick scan of the room would show you that there is at least one humanoid body kind of under the inside the door off to the side. So Turnip, you would see this deceased. But otherwise there's no other apparent like people in the room or anything like that.
I just want everything on fire.
So you snuck that attack, Nathan?
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak that attack. Well, it's a sneak attack anyway because Turnip is within range, or if not, Disposable Joe is. So it has advantage regardless. And I'm going to do two short sword attacks. One was a 21, the other one was an 18.
Those hit.
And that's just for the attack rolls. Do those hit?
They hit.
Okay.
Yes.
So then that is going to be 5d6. So that's 12.
Sneak attack's ridiculous,
15.
y'all. Just as a reminder.
21, and because I'm an assassin, that crits, so that's 42 slashing damage. And
How did
bonus
you-
action, disengage.
How did you break being a rogue?
Rogues are broken
Rogues are
inherently.
You should watch Sunset on Summer if you have any questions about that.
You should watch my my other Chaos one shot on O4A where I played a rogue kobold and did, I think, 22d6 of damage. Yup.
Okay, it recoils. You probably hack off a good tentacle or two. I would say with that.
So
Yeah.
now it's an octopus.
Now it's an octopus.
Or a nonopus.
It depends on if it's a tentacle or two.
Right. Yeah, it depends on the number.
Also, they're still tentacles, not arms. Um. Anyway, so you disengage. It is now its turn. And it is going to. Oh God. Y'all, these things can reach too far. I'm regretting them.
How far is too far?
10 feet, which just for like.
No, you said they had 10 arms, Eva.
I did. I am really mad about that. Thank you. I did this to myself. Y'all, this is the third one we've done. And you'd think I'd learn, and I don't. It just gets worse.
You let me design Allie's new character. That
I
was your
did.
first mistake.
I did.
I would like to cast Fireball, please.
There is only one fireball left, so we will see if this mill makes it.
There are sorcerer points. Don't worry.
Yeah, there are.
I don't know what that means, but I have Kaila, so.
Yeah.
You can make more fireballs.
You can make more fireballs. Anyway, it's going to lash out a tentacle, an octacle. No, don't like that. At you, Nathan.
It's disadvantage.
Doesn't matter. It is lashing out with one of the recently sliced tentacles, and
That's a poor decision on its part.
sure is. It doesn't even hit you with its blood, so that's exciting for it. The other one, the large one, is not keen on this fire situation. It's going to sort of monkey bar over. It's sort of like a hideous, liquidy scuttling, sort of a rolling. But you can hear the suction of its awful tentacles against the stone wall. Who let these things exist? As it is going to try and reach out a on fire tentacle towards you, Turnip. And I don't have your screen up. That is a 12, which barely misses you. The fire is distracting it. It lashes out, but it can't really see where you are. Which makes it Laysan. My dear, what would you like to do?
I would like to cast Green Flame Blade with the scimitars, and I'm gonna go for the one that's above the door.
Yeah,
I need
it's
dice.
still there.
I need dice. I know how to D&D.
They're overrated. They're just hard
Okay.
candy.
No, don't eat your dice. Oh, that's a nat 1 to hit, so that's not doing anything.
You have advantages, which I will remind you of because I only just remembered for me.
Thanks
so.
for reminding, because I
And a crit.
forget. No, I used my crit.
She used her crit.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, to yeet turnip.
Oh, yeah.
That is a 22 to hit.
Wow, that is significantly better, and I almost forgot telling you about that. And the one above the door, no, that, I mean, it doesn't matter which one, that hits.
Cool.
Solidly. It's a solid hit.
I need my D8s for Green Flame Blade. Oh, I know how to talk. 8. It's 12 points of damage. Fire damage.
It is now sizzling. It is very upset. It is hanging on by a few of its last remaining tentacles. You said 12. So it is now bleeding and on fire.
It's fine.
Yeah. And above the door. Oh, I should probably...
Oh, I forgot to add +4 to that, so 16 damage.
I can math. Okay. Not shocking, it looks rougher. It is very sad looking. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope. Just gonna hang out in the burning building.
Yeah.
Oh,
Solid.
that reminds
Who
me.
did that?
Fire, my contingency spell on my armor. Fire does that. So I have resistant to fire.
Actually, that spell already went off right when you left the castle. How long is that resistance good for?
Oh, it's spicy in
face.
here.
Oh no, I don't have.
That
Oh,
it's
no.
spicy. It's spicy in here.
Oh.
I have to pull up the app on my phone.
what's the spell? Is it protection from energy?
Yeah. No, it's contingency. How long contingency lasts?
Oh no, contingency lasts 10 days, but it triggers the
Oh.
spell. So how long does...
I think it's 8 hours.
Oh, okay.
Oh, 1 hour. My bad. 1 hour.
Yeah, concentration up to 1 hour. Yeah.
I said it was 3 miles away. Like, you can walk 3 miles within an hour. And it didn't take you all that long to get into the building, so I'll say you still have it. Fine.
Loopholed that.
Loophole.
Give me armor of.
Okay.
How dare you feel consequences for your actions?
I have no regrets.
Nope, no regrets. That makes it Hellman.
So, if I understand correctly, the one by the door is the one that's really beat up, right?
Oh yeah, it is.
It's not long for this world.
Correct. It is not in a selfie-taking mood.
Okay. And oh, I misunderstood sword burst. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm so can I see it from where I am? Like with all the damage that the structure sustained? Like do I
At
know
this
where-
point, you would be able to tell where it is. Yeah. It is. There are remains of tentacles. Yeah, it is.
So I could Eldritch blast it from where I am without going into the fire.
Oh no, you
room.
would have to go into the room unless you want to try and Eldritch blast through the wall. I don't.
That's kind of what I was thinking, because like with enough flame, walls get pretty, enough rotting. But that's fine. If I need to go in there, I can do that. No, I like this. I like this. All right, so
Yeah.
you all see that Hellman kind of stands very upright, and they wrap their shiny cloak around them, and they just stride into the room as if they don't care at all, and turn around and look straight at the dying creature, and hold their hand out and say, "It's not your day," and then blast an eldritch blast from their hands, which they have. Well, that's me rolling damage. I'm sorry. Which they've rolled a 23 on.
From near point blank range, that yes, absolutely.
It's
hits.
also thrown back 10 feet because that's my special thing. So could we have it that it bursts through the wall on the other side and just goes launching?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Excellent.
I love that. And
And
yeah, go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say that is the end of Hellman's turn.
Do you want to roll damage for me?
Oh, I 9.
Oh, yeah. So you also get to narrate the end of this creature. I mean, it goes through the wall, but you have also finished it.
Yeah, so as the blast hits it, the entirety of the creature's parts are mostly traveling away from Hellman. but they kind of slowly drop out. Like a tentacle goes to the ground, and then a tooth comes down. So it's kind of like the tail of a comet, but the dust from the comet is viscera.
Amazing. I love that. Before you, is there anything else you want to do?
No, I'm bonus actionless. So
Okay. It was probably like within 15 feet to get into the room. I didn't know if you wanted to go anywhere else.
oh no, I'm just going to stand in the fiery room and look very proud of myself.
Okay, I do have one more thing. Could you roll me a perception check, please?
I certainly can. My perception's at -1, 17.
Okay. And I'm going to make you the same offer as Allie earlier. Someone is trying to steal a specific item from you. Are you, as a player, all right with that?
Oh yeah, as a player certainly.
Okay. Okay. Just so I don't have to mess with inventories. So you have lost access to your the ring that I gave you earlier, and Allie, I didn't mention this. Your straws have disappeared.
Holy crap!
Oh.
If you know what's great about this is if Hellman realized that their ring was gone, they would not be standing as happily in the middle of the flaming room, being proud of themselves.
That's fair.
Did you ask for a flame resistant ring? Did everybody ask for fire resistance?
I didn't ask for nothing.
No.
I think Eva felt sorry for everyone but me.
No, well, first of all, Kaila, this is a bet of your own making. And second of all, I wanted to reward Huffle for being so gracious to be a absolutely chaotic hours notice addition to our party.
I'm going to make the only sports reference that I will ever make or ever be capable of making. I was a pinch hitter.
Perfect. Flawlessly done.
I just wanted to make a character that I thought Allie would enjoy playing.
You are absolutely correct. Look at the joy on
You
her
did that.
face.
Look at that smile.
Seductive and flames. I don't see what could possibly be better.
You make each other smile. It's a beautiful thing.
On the one hand, we are here to raise
hiding her
money
smile.
for an incredible cause, stand up to cancer, but also to bring joy to Allie's heart.
Yes, just me. Is it my turn again? I'm really excited. I already thought of what I want to do.
No, you have a surprise round.
It is Turnip. Turnip, it is your
Yes!
legitimate turn.
I want to
is
drink a potion.
Oh, because Turnip rolled so low.
I want to drink my potion.
I mean, 10. Joe rolled the lowest.
Joe rolled?
Oh, I should have asked. I'm so
Disposable Joe?
sorry. Well, he's a creature under Huffle. Did
guess,
you want to control Joe? I just sort of took him over, but he is technically under your command.
Yes, Joe is going to. Does Joe have specific attacks called out, or is it just a general attack?
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't know what my bag of tricks can get up to.
I got you. I'll post it.
Oh, thank you. I just sent it. But yeah, he can charge, ram, and use his hooves.
No, it's an elk, not a ram, Eva.
Gosh darn it. I quit.
Oh, great. Yeah. He is. Yeah. Useless Joe is going to charge the other tentacled creature, the septopus or whatever's left.
Yeah, sure. Let's.
We totally just skipped Allie.
Well, no, because technically
We skipped Joe.
technically Joe is under Hellman's command.
Oh,
So I'm
you're
letting.
connecting it to the initiative. Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I had just automatically done that because I'm used to them being separate
Godspeed,
creatures.
pointless Joseph.
Can I burn one of our advantages for Joe?
You may if you would like to. Yes.
I would like to do that because otherwise Joe got a 2.
Oh,
That's better. Joe's rolled a 17 plus 6, 23 to hit.
why are you all hitting so high? Yeah. That hits.
Let's go, Joe.
All right, and 2d6. That's 11 plus 4, 15 bludgeoning damage.
God. You said 15.
Joe's a beast.
Technically, you said 15.
Yeah. He is actually a huge beast. So.
Yeah. You're lucky the building's rotting and he could get through that doorway. I just now realized. 15. All right. This thing looks mad. Cool.
And as it crashes in there, Joe like tosses back his hair and like looks around majestically.
Yeah. Perfect. I'll allow it. Perfect bonus action. Giant elf are cool, y'all. Okay. Turnip. My sweet.
I want to drink my potion.
I believe I rolled that as a bonus action, didn't I?
I don't know what you did. I got a 404 error. All I know is the URL says flying potion.
If you click on it in your equipment tab.
Bold of you to assume I know how to do that too.
Yes, okay, you drink your... I should just rename them all 404 error. You drink your potion, which is a small flask with layers of colored liquid forming a rainbow. It sparkles in the firelight. Almost romantically, one could say.
I'm gonna pop the top off. I'm gonna look at Laysan and wink.
Yeah, perfect. And then what happens?
Can I do an action still, or am I done? Is that all I was allowed to do? What happens now?
I'm going to say you still get an action and your movement.
And by action, does that mean I can use a spell or no?
Yes, you can use your spell.
I would like to be flying in the air, and I would like to use Chaos Bolt. While doing loops, I would like to be spinning magically, like a ballerina in the air. Sparkling on the way. I might fart a little bit, but I shit sparkles, so.
You absolutely do.
Yep.
I am going to make you do that at disadvantage.
I believe in the spirit of Turnip.
Yep. I will say if you wanted to use an advantage, it would cancel out, but...
Yeah, whatever that is, let's do it.
Okay.
Don't know how to do those.
It's okay. We'll walk you through it.
Wait, don't I have a... No, do I have a critical thing?
You do? Do you want to use it?
Yup. I want to be magical. I want to be
Yeah?
that magical. I want to be filled with rainbows right now.
Why not?
There's glitter coming from everywhere. Every orifice.
Literally everywhere.
Literally every orifice is just rainbow glitter in the air.
Okay, so you crit, which means you get maximum damage. So you get... Oh, fuck. You get 16, and then if you want to roll 2d8s and tell me the rest of it.
Nine.
Okay, well, I mathed that out. Go ahead and roll on your wild magic surge.
Isn't there also a D6?
Is there? Oh god, there
2d8
is.
plus D6.
Oh yeah, go ahead and
Or
roll
D6.
that d6 for me, so I know what it is. Right, the chaos part of...
6.
15.
Interesting. You... poison this thing.
With rainbows.
With rainbows.
to rainbow poison.
Okay, and your wild magic surge table gives you what?
Okay, I don't know what this second one is, so I'm just gonna read both of them.
Yeah.
A random creature up to your level in CR appears within 15 feet of you. Make a contested charisma ability check with it. If you win, the creature follows your commands. If you lose, it acts on its own. Or you cast Mirror Image.
Mirror Image is a spell that I have access to right here at my hands.
Basically creates illusory duplicates of you. More turnips.
3 turnips. So would it be a
You're
duplicate?
right on your way to a farmer's market at that point.
It'd be like a triplicate. This is poor phrasing. Anyway,
I want more turnips.
There'd be 4 total turnips.
Give me 4
Turnips.
turnips.
Quad. Nope.
Give me the quad nips.
Can do. They move with you. They mimic your actions, and basically make
Perfect.
it impossible for anyone to tell like who the real turnip is. Will the real turnip please stand up?
No, I'm in the air flying, so no.
They're gonna mimic you, so they're gonna still be.
Okay,
fine.
that's great. Since they're all mimicking me, all 4 of us are gonna turn and look at Laysan and wink.
Trinips. Oh my god.
It's equivalent to like 2 blinks at that point.
Exactly.
Why is this? All right. Okay. This thing looks rough, which is probably not any great surprise. The fire is starting to spread. Oh, that's. It has crept down the opposite wall and is starting on the back wall. I'm gonna just say that the floor where you were standing before, Turnip, is on fire because of your last wild magic surge. It's weird because fire comes in so many different colors. You know, you've got your traditional reddish oranges, you've got your bright, hot, whitish blues, but this is kind of flickering between almost like the coppery greens and oranges and blues and reds and a little bit of purples. It's weird to have a rainbow fire, but there it is, right in the middle of the floor.
And your Roys and your G-Bivs.
Somehow every color but indigo, because that's not really a color.
Someone was hurt deeply by Rainbow Bright, and I'm not naming names, but I think we all know who it was. There's not Joe's turn, because Joe already went. Nathan.
Okay, so my world's on fire. How about yours? This thing is kind of, there's like fire between me and this thing, right? And then there's like 4 flying turnips now.
Yes.
It's like a chaotic
There's not like a
Mario
lot
game.
of fire. Most of the fire has like gone the other way, but there is some yeah, there is some on the floor.
We're all sparkly and glittery in the air, and we're waving at you. Nathan, hi! Look, I can fly. I'm Mary
Okay, I'm going
Poppins, y'all.
Okay. So I am going to take a ranged attack with crossbow. Well, hey, that's nat 20. I was going to crit anyway, but that's also fine because of assassinate. So it's going to be 3d6 for sneak attack, and then a d8 for the crossbow, and then that's going to be doubled, so that's an 8. 14, 17, 22, so 44.
Okay, you destroy this thing. How would you like to do that?
I want to guess which of the turnips is real. So there's 4 of them now.
There are 4 of them, yes.
Allie, go ahead and roll me a d4.
Two.
No, she has to roll a d20, doesn't she? It's a 6 or higher.
Well, I was going to shoot through one of the turnips.
Oh god.
Of this thing. I was seeing if I was going to hit one of the turnips. That was actually the real turnip. Fortunately, I rolled a 1.
Okay, that makes
so
sense.
I shoot through one of the turnips that is not the real one, and just get this thing right in the chomper, I guess. Yeah.
I know why you did
Cool.
that. Because you have to DM with me in your game as Turnip in the future.
Sure
trying
do.
to get
If I
rid
can
of
take
Turnip.
Turnip out now.
You monster! Oh, you
Yeah.
made Laysan mad. She's mad.
If I kill Turnip now, I get something more chaotic later.
That's
Sure.
true.
Yeah. I've seen what Kaila can do with warlocks.
It falls gracelessly to the floor. In just a mess of tentacles and gore. You are left with a slightly on fire giant elk and a burning room and a dead body.
Are we out of combat?
You are out of combat.
Wait, a dead body of the creature, or there's another dead body?
There's another dead body along the inside wall. So like when you come in the door, along that wall, in the room, there is a dead tiefling.
So and everything's burning, right?
Everything's burning. Yeah, it's sort of slow. Well, it's picking up speed.
I have Joe retrieve the body and run outside with it. Just like throw it up on the antlers.
You hear a crash as Joe makes goes back through the door that you were all just in, and then crashes through. Again, giant elk, but also weak building. He makes an exit for himself. Is there anything else you all would like to do in here?
Is there anything else to see or do besides burn alive?
Roll investigation, perception.
Can I quickly look around the room to see if there's anything of value?
Yeah.
22 for perception.
Kaila,
I'm gonna use one of my advantage. That was literally the same freaking number. That's a 7.
Okay.
Everything's on fire.
Everything is on fire. And there's like another exit on the far end of the room, kind of obscured by some burning crates, but that's about all you can see, and it's much more prudent to go out the way that you came in. Nathan, you see you were so focused on those boot tracks that
Sure was.
you sure Sure were. It looks like all the traffic kind of has gone to. It's hard to tell. The middle of the room is literally on fire. Can't really tell anything there, but people have been using that exit, and it looks like some things were taken out of crates hastily. You know, like lids not put back on quite right.
With True Sight, can I see what was in the crates or what is beyond the door?
Yeah, the charms were here. The Irish charms, for the record, Irish charms.
Fortunate charms.
Irish charms of luck.
Irish charms of luck. Yes.
They're arcane lace scrumptious.
Oh god. And they are nearby. Oh good lord. How did that happen? Okay. Jeezy Creets. Okay, good news. You know that they are super close. They are not in the building, but they have left recently, and everyone shift the other way. Yes. We had another donation, and who is whom? Flip to the other side of where you were before.
I did not expect you to do that, and I'm really upset at how this has worked out.
Oh no, why?
Because they're after me Irish charms.
I'm turnip now. Is that what you're doing to me?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes. So,
Allie, I think you're Lacey hand.
yeah. And then, Kaila, you would be Helen.
My time to shine.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the Huffle, you are Nathan.
Oh, I know who I am. Who I be? Do I say be?
Pirate.
And,
If
and
you thought that Allie's accent was a problem, wait till you hear mine.
Oh, actually, yeah, Allie's accent was a problem
boot
and slightly
prints!
problematic at the same time.
You also all have a another reroll. And for anyone just joining us, we are. God, you smashed those donation goals so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are doing a giveaway for the other independent TTRPGs that we sometimes play on the stream. Which, for such a happy festive occasion as St. Patrick's Day and charity streaming, why not make them depressing and tragic? So we are now doing 3 giveaways for Sunken, Still a Knocked, or these are winner's choice, 10 candles. Yes, winners will be drawn at the end, and you don't have to be present to win.
So why will we be drinking?
That's why we be drinking.
Because I'm turnip right now, I want to go up to Lay Sand, basically just like hover up to her with all of my my additions now, and all of us just saying in unison, "Don't be worried, these are just illusions. We're not ghosts, but if we were, we'd say the same thing, which is, what up, boo?"
So bad.
Laceyann's going to be very swooned by that, and she's going to start fanning herself and say, "Would you like to get back on my shoulders, Turnip?"
I'd really love that, but I appreciate you fanning the flames. I really wish you would fan the flames of my heart, and I will hover onto her shoulders.
I will grab Turnip's hand. We will hold hands.
It's your character.
I know, I'm nervous. I'm playing the one I'm supposed to have a crush on now. Maya, the turns have tabled.
Because turnip turns.
Oh god.
Maya, the turnips have flipped the tables. But I guess I would be less,
How the ips have turned.
because Laceyann's kind of perpetually angry, it seems.
With my keen eyes, I think we should be leaving.
Uh,
With a flourish, Hellman is just out. Just through the door. Bye.
Is Hellman a magician? Zimzalabim!
Warlock, it works.
Scatter.
Yeah, with a shiny cape, Allie. Like,
Improbable Joe has made it out the front of the way that you came in. There is a the back exit, if you so choose.
I'm gonna go out the back way.
Fires and
I charge through the
Hey, Sam.
fire.
Lacey and I see only really two options. We could follow Nathan, or we could go back to my place.
I was thinking the same thing.
Forget these charms.
I love this for me.
You've
Why don't
already
we,
charmed me.
Why don't we just sneak out and have some time alone?
I think that's a great idea.
Can we just
Took
see
the
where this
words right
goes?
out of my mouth.
Can we just let this play out?
I'm here for it.
Wait, isn't there? Didn't you say there's another exit?
Just the back door.
Let's go to dinner first.
Okay, so those of you who are going out the most recently described exit are whomst.
Aye, lass, it be me going that way.
Flawless, Nathan.
I will go that way as well with Turnip hand in
I'd go
hand.
anywhere with you.
Is it hot in here or is it just Turnip?
We are literally surrounded by fire, but also the burning hot passion of my love for you.
I would like everybody, except Nathan, to make me a athletics roll, please.
Oh, wait. Shit. Oh.
That's a 7.
16.
Burn 2 advantages. Turnip will not die by my hand. That is a 17? No, 18.
Can't tell if you're more frightened of me or Kaila to kill the character.
I don't even know anymore.
Did everyone head over 10?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Hellman had a 7.
At Hellman, yeah.
Oh no, Hellman.
oh Hellman.
Oh,
I'm so
Hellman.
sorry.
Okay, everyone.
It's alright.
Everyone gets out.
Easy come, easy mayo.
You know, I did feel bad, and now I don't.
He could really
Hellman-
use a miracle whip.
Hellman takes 4 points of fire damage.
You don't have the ring anymore.
That's. I mean, yeah. It was 4.
Who's here? Is it
Or that,
Stevie?
yeah.
Hi, Stevie.
Hi, Steve.
Okay, he's got to come closer before I pick him up.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone is outside and alive, and you see Elk Joe. Why did I call him Elk? Not seeing anyone behind him, like, comes around the building holding this tiefling corpse in his giant antlers, as one does. And finding Hellman, deposits him at your feet.
I think it's time for me to investigate it. I will be looking in its bits and bobs and all of those things.
Dare I ask what you're looking for?
Anything of note in this corpse? I don't know what's happening in my access.
Go ahead. Go ahead and roll investigation for me. Ow.
I will investigate it. And I have rolled a mighty 9, so I will find all that there is to know about this tiefling's secrets.
Did you say 99?
9.
Oh.
I'm not speaking the German now. I'm just
Did you want to use an advantage, or are you good?
well, I mean,
Again, you don't have to.
I
I'm
feel
just
like-
reminding you that.
like I
they're
can
there.
put my hands in its damn pockets regardless, right?
I mean, it
like,
depends
even
on
with
how
a
many
9?
bits and bobs you want to investigate. Some people have secret pockets.
Well, right. Like just the I guess as many as I get for a 9. That's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
In which case, True Sight would see into those secret pockets.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
Wait, can I
You
see?
did this.
I did.
Wait a minute. Can Nathan see through people's clothes all the time?
You can see into the ethereal realm. I don't think that, like, the ethereal realm is just everybody walking around naked.
This is getting gross, Derek. I'm a little concerned about the character you've made.
True Sight? Not my choice. But also, the ethereal realm would be, like, a lot more, like, popular, I think, if that was the case. No, it's just everybody's just, like, ghosty and whatnot. You can see magical shit.
Okay.
Like, secret doors, weirdly enough.
I do that.
You
Secret tunnel.
so
to
you
the
find
mountain.
roughly 15 gold because change is annoying and I like to round. You find some hairpins. You find a driver's license that lets you know this is Mr. Ackle Whip. And
By yourself?
what?
Is it a wagon driver's license? Is that, or is it like a horse
Yeah.
driver's license?
Yeah, what else would it be? It's like there's cars.
No,
It's a
there were cars back then.
All the way in the Wayback Times in Fantasy Ireland.
I mean, automated wagons?
Yeah, no. You have found the wagon license of Miracle Whip. And
Hey, Hellman. It seems we found your rival here. It says this license says it's Miracle Whip.
It's a good thing they're dead then.
Oh,
Do you want to defile the corpse or anything?
You know, it probably not gonna hurt. Might as well.
All right, I will help you with my bare hands.
You should probably use a knife if you're dealing with Miracle Whip.
I didn't know that Nathan could, polymorph.
I'm just going to be
'Cause
slapping
bare
it.
hands.
Just slapping it wildly.
so mad at all of you all the time.
What do you want me to roll to
You
investigate
did
this
this?
corpse?
To desecrate? Let's go ahead.
Sure.
Let's. Medicine? I don't know.
Does she get
Okay.
advantage because I'm helping?
Yes, sure. Why not?
I think
Athletics?
medicine, yeah. Medicine's good.
Athletics.
Pick it up and drop it. Yep, dead.
Well, I rolled a 19. Let me get to the character sheet. Wait, what investigation? Maybe medicine or investigation?
They're both intelligence based, right?
Yeah, I mean, either.
No, one's wisdom.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna 24. We're gonna go
Yeah,
investigation.
Wait, just to be clear, are you actually desecrating or are you, like, actually investigating?
Actually, like investigating the body.
Okay, then yeah, no, not athletics.
She said investigate. You heard desecrate.
I did. Well, yeah. And this is the last act as, like, and then you can all switch back because that was 10 minutes. Yeah, so there's the 15 gold, a few bobby pins. It is pretty clear that this miracle whip has been fucked up by those deck pusses, and and there is a contract saying that they would use their wagon to transport no questions asked some people and 5 people and their not goods supplies, their belongings, I guess.
Are we back to our normal
You are
characters
back
now,
to
or-
your normal.
Okay. Ah, yes, just like old Miracle Whip to be transporting ill-gotten people around.
Are you familiar with this miracle whip? I mean, this now deceased Mr. Whip?
He was always saying he was as good as me, but everyone who had any intelligence at all knew that I was the better of the two.
I think I've heard of Miracle Whip. Always had a bit more of a kick to him than.
Everyone says that. Sometimes you just want something sultry, something that will accent without overwhelm.
Personally, I like you better. I mean, I didn't necessarily meet Mr. Whip, but you seem fine.
I'm sorry.
Go
What?
with lots of things, probably. Go with.
What'd you
you
call
seem
him?
very personable,
What did you call him?
Mr. Whip.
Oh,
Is that
I don't
not
know if we can
his
say.
name?
I never mind. Your accent is making me hear different things. Well, he was transporting these people and their belongings. That's what I can tell you from my very expert analysis of his corpse.
While you were all CSIing it up over here, there is a commotion from down the field of it, the way, the road, the behind the mill area. And it's sort of there's some tall hedges, there's the rolling Irish hills, the stream that the mill is next to. And I did not do you a favor on this one. I'm sorry. You feel that you're getting super close to your goal, but did you know that there are in Fantasy Ireland huge wolves that are very keen of hearing and smell and notice you all kind of messing around back here, yeah, it's a dark gray with like gorgeous silver tips, and it rounds one of these hedges, and stands there growling at you. And Nathan, with your true sight, you know that the charms, the Irish charms, are back in that direction somewhere.
Right. I would like to cast Animal Friendship.
Of course you would. Yep.
I would.
Okay, tell us about that.
I'm just going to Hey there, little puppy. No, come. It's fine. It's fine. Just, I guess every movie where they're trying to tame a wild animal, just put the hand out tentatively. And I'm assuming that its intelligence is lower than 4.
You would be wrong.
Okay, so if the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails.
Just Spell
Otherwise, it
fails.
has to succeed on a wisdom saving throw. So, okay. So, it's a smart wolf. They're smart wolves.
Also, it has advantage on wisdom, so. Oh, well, no. That's not true there. Just kidding. And
I would like to cast suggestion.
tell me about that.
You suggest a course of activity and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. Oh, can it understand me?
Probably, if it's that smart.
Okay,
where
cool.
Did it go?
So I want to suggest. So sessions must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. You can't ask the creature to stab itself, throw itself with a spear, immolate itself, or do some obviously harmful act, because that will end the spell. Must make a wisdom saving throw. So I want to suggest to the wolf, hey, wolf, you're going to consider us friends and let us ride you into the forest where the charms are.
Puppies.
Because it's huge, right?
Puppy.
It is huge. It is huge.
Yeah, so that's what I would. That's what
Can
I'd
someone
like to do.
ride the wolf?
We all could ride the wolf, if it agrees. I think.
Puppy.
So it's a wisdom save
Uh-huh.
against.
My spell save DC, which is 15.
That's 12.
And it's not like immune to charm or anything like that, right?
It is not.
Okay.
Nope.
So then it needs to do its best to take the course of action.
It does.
All right, everyone, climb on board. It's on our team now.
Yep. That happened. All right. That was a good spin. All right. So Hellman now has vague, loose control over a guardian wolf and a giant elk who is somewhat confused about what it should do with the dead body of the tiefling. And you see on this back road, on your way to the towards the charms, wherever they may be, coming back from wherever she had been, the same elf from earlier. Artsy just kind of stops in the middle of the road, eyes wide at this new collection of creatures you have collected.
I'm a nature warlock.
I
Is
guess.
she giving off true sight stuff? She that honey magic? She got magic honey?
She wasn't before, but now she does have a basket, and you can tell that there is a don't make me go into like schools of magic because I don't believe in them. But there's like a
Don't
benevolent...
go to school.
There's
Be a sorcerer or warlock.
Yeah, chaotic
or
gay
be a
halfling.
bard.
No, they go to college.
There is a soft, friendly magic coming from the basket. There's a jar in there, which she kind of holds up, and I'm pretty sure one of you might be. Let me see if I've got this right. This can't be right. Turnip? This.
Hi, that's me, Turnip. Turnip head. Turnip space head. HEAD. Turnip head.
You have spaces between the H and the E and the A and the D?
Yeah, whatever,
That's
however
unusual.
you want to spell it, it's turnip.
Okay, the note just says turnip. I'm sorry. But
Don't ever apologize.
No,
Ever.
she's turnip.
I'm turnip.
Just
Hi.
mostly written in crayon.
Do I need to? Do you want me to spell it? I can write. Do you have a crayon? I can write it out.
Is
really
Turnip still on
uncomfortable.
Lacey's shoulders?
Yes.
on the wolf?
Yeah. I
But
latched
also
on. I
hovering
wasn't.
still.
I wasn't gonna let go.
hovering on shoulders on a wolf. This is
Yes.
Are there still
Hi!
more than one turnip?
Hi.
no,
No.
that lasted for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would have been super confusing. She's going to kind of hold up the basket to whoever can reach it from the wolf. Kind of staying away from the mouth, like, okay, nice wolf. This is for turnip. That's all. I got an
Oh my
order.
god, I love presents. It's like Christmas, but not.
I didn't
My
actually think
birthday,
I'd
but
run
not.
into you again. Please just take the basket.
Are
Lacey,
these
can
the
you grab
charms?
What?
that? Nathan, shut up. Lacey Ann's grabbing the basket.
And I take the basket and just hang on to it because it's.
Open it. What's inside? What's inside?
All right.
I'm like crawling over her shoulder, trying to like grab with my little arms, like
Please,
smacking
you
her
were
face.
So
like, grab it.
so romantic just a few minutes ago. I don't know why you've.
Have you ever gotten a present before, Nathan? Do I need to buy you a present? I'll get you a present right now. When's your birthday?
I don't give away private information like that.
Okay, I'll just get you a present every day of the year until I figure out what day is your actual birthday, and then I'll make you a cake too, and then maybe I'll get you some more presents, and then maybe we can go ice skating.
Inside, there is a rather sizable jar of honey. It's actually pretty cute. The jar is kind of shaped like a bee. Like it's glass, but it's got like little bumps where like the bumblebee like black stripes would be.
What's going on here?
Oh, Mindy. And there's a note on it that both of you could probably see, says, with love from Laysan. And, I am but a messenger. She just, as soon as someone takes the basket, she's like, okay, order complete. I hope you enjoy. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to get out of here, I'll be honest. But I'll probably see you later, knowing my luck. Best of luck collecting your wild animals. And she
Actually looking for charms. Have you seen? Oh, okay, you're gone. Okay.
The wolf continues on his true course to towards the woods, where you all discover eventually, we'll skip over the hills and dales, you come rather quickly upon a cart with I forgot I had scare alerts on. Why does no one remind me
Did
of
you
these
just say we're
things?
riding on the wolf right now? Is that what's happening?
My understanding is all of you, at least.
No, are we
Lacey-
on the wolf? Are we moving again?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
do
yeah.
We, are we,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, as soon as Artsy left,
Okay.
the wolf took off back into
At a nice canter.
yeah, I think wolves tend to lope more. I would really ask about that educational refund.
Can we talk to characters while we're moving on this wolf?
I don't see
Asking for a friend.
it's a very large wolf. It's not like supersonic, so
It's over
You never know. All right, well, I'm gonna
Look at these beautiful
bring my head
people.
around in front of Laysan, and I'm just gonna say, so you want to be my honey, huh?
Apparently so.
Well, maybe when this is all over, we could go get ourselves some honey and a drink.
You know, sure.
If you wait until night, you could potentially have a honeymoon.
Would you like a honeymoon with me, Laysan?
Let's start with the drink first.
And usually you have a drink before any mooning happens.
You'd think so.
Conveniently, it is a faster wolf than you might have assumed, and you come across a cart parked off the roadways down a little path, horseless. And there is a group of folk, humanoids. There's a halfling, 2 humans, another tiefling, and an elf, who all seem to be kind of in some heated discussion. There's some boxes and bags in the cart. It's not very large. And they, it's impossible to miss, let's be honest. 4 people, a giant elk, and a extremely large wolf barreling in over the Irish hillsides. And they all stop and stare. No weapons are drawn at the moment. It's just absolute shock until the elf says, "What's the ever-loving fuck?"
Finally, someone who speaks the proper language. Is this where the charms are?
Why would I tell you a thing like that?
I'm asking you, the DM.
Oh,
if
yes.
True Sight is allowing. Okay.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I can't preempt that because I have no brain. Yes, it is where the charms are. They're very clearly in a box. Some are in a box on the cart. Some are in like a satchel, but they're all on the cart.
So I don't know these individuals, right?
Roll. You might. Roll me. What's memory? Investigation?
History?
History.
Yeah, it is. Roll me history. And you can have advantage for free for that.
That's good because the first one was 2. What's a 14?
This elf, you recognize most of them. The halfling's new to you, in various degrees. The elf is actually goes by Alphonse. Last name is not a mimic. You're not entirely sure why, if that's their given last name or moniker.
Alphonse, not a mimic?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. And yeah.
Are they friend or foe?
They are neutral. They are potential allies.
Okay. Alphonse, it's Nathan. Well, might look a little different. We're also after those fortunate charms.
Nathan,
What?
the wolf. I didn't recognize you up there.
That's new. It's got that new wolf smell. No, we didn't have to put the air freshener in it.
Yeah, they get real fussy about that.
They do. It depends on where you hang it, to be fair.
So obviously, we are on the traditional escort wolf. So you should probably just hand them to us, and we'll get them where they need to go.
You know what? You're on a giant wolf. Go ahead and just roll me a persuasion. I'm curious to see where this ends up.
So I have a +7, and I'm going to take my actual NB dice out for this one.
Nice.
And that is a 9 + 7, so that's a 16.
They start to step back, and Alphonse looks towards the others and sort of, you know, they do have a giant wolf. I sort of don't know.
Yes. Of course we do. We're here to take the charms. You don't understand? Didn't they tell you a giant wolf would be coming?
No.
What's going on here?
No, you sort of see there's not a lot of good communication, you know, in this group, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, apparently. I'm shocked. You'd think they'd mention the big old wolf.
Yeah, I mean,
They have a giant elk as well. Do you see it? Like, we're ready for this.
you've got a point. I mean, there's not. You sort of think we'd have gotten a memo. There's. At this point, one of the humans pipes up. She's a bit shorter. Looks a lot less impressed with the giant wolf than the rest of them. You know, I sort of don't know if we should be just because there's a giant wolf, I don't know if that we should just be taking them at face value. Like, these things are very important. They're worth more than our lives, really. It's the start. Well, not really the start. It's the third wave of change, and we're really
Obviously.
supposed to be, obviously, so you can see why we're not just going to take you at your wolf.
Well, sure. There's only room on the wolf for one more. But do you want to come with us?
The
Not
halfling
certain.
at this point says, "I would love to ride the giant wolf," and the woman just sort of, "Not now, not now."
Turnip, do you mind if I have a moment of your time? I can imagine I'm sitting behind.
You can
Turnip
have
on
all
my
of my
side.
time. I have several watches.
I don't need to flirt with me. You're busy with one already. I respect that. though. respect the game.
Oh, I just wanted to get you a best friend watch. Thought we were friends. When's your birthday?
Turnip, that's gonna hurt even more at this point. You see, Turnip, at this point he's wiping the disguise kit off, and you see that the shimmering kind of green is actually scales that were hidden underneath makeup, and he pulls out two of false teeth, and there's snake fangs.
What?
You see, my people were banished from Fantasy Ireland a long time ago. The snakes aren't allowed here anymore, and I can't let you and Lysanne and Hellman get your hands on them because I need them to let my people come back. And so, Turnip, what I think would be amazing for you, and he's going to cast suggestion, is for you to prove to Lysanne how powerful you are. And at this point, he's slipping on the ring of fire resistance he stole from Hellman. If you were to cast Fireball on all of us, and if we can survive that, Lysanne will have to fall in love with you.
Do it.
Am I hearing any of this or no?
But what if Lysanne gets hurt?
No, she'll be fine. Look how tough she is. Look how tough you are.
Yeah, she is really
That's the whole
tough.
point.
Yeah, she's really muscular.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Uh-huh.
Allie, go ahead and roll. If you're okay with this, of course.
I'm doing it.
With wisdom saving throw. I should probably change the music. This is.
I will. Yeah, this is not.
When I throw, do I just throw it? Is that it? There's not like a.
There is. You have a +2 to your.
Yeah,
wisdom
well, I
saving
did that.
throws. Oh, that's
So I just do a d20 and it's 16.
yeah.
Well, you said saving throw and I got nervous. I don't know if that was something special.
Well, it's the
saving throw is. Yeah, saving throw is different.
Okay,
And
16.
don't all of us have to make dex saving throws?
Only if she
Well,
actually,
yeah, only if she fails in casts.
or only if she succeeds in cast. If she casts is the She is still a wild card, but
It's a failure.
oh, Allie, do you want to cast Fireball?
Yes.
Oh.
I can't resist. Damn it. Damn you, Derek. You knew.
You made a new character. I made a new one too. I did check with Eva for this as well. Yeah.
I did remind you all that chaos plus open PvP, as long as you're willing. In which case, it is a Dex 15 save. Pretty please.
Oh God, please don't kill my woman.
Gonna re-roll that.
Yeah, that's fair.
14.
Oh no.
You got an 11.
Oh
And
no.
I'm sure that hour is gone.
By now,
And please insert that TikTok song. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
Oh, and just before you cast, he'll say one last thing. Oh, sorry. You were very friendly. I apologize about stealing the straws.
You stole my straws?
Fireball.
Fireball.
I gave you what you always wanted.
All right, what's the damage?
29.
I'm still up.
I am also still up.
Oh. The wolf is fine. I know you all. were
Nobody
concerned.
cares. Nobody cares.
Sammy
I want my
might.
straws.
Sammy
Just
might care.
I do care.
Warm honey.
Oh, and
is
by the
so
way,
good.
Allie, earlier, Nathan was the one to take that psychic damage.
Yeah, when your very first wild.
Oh,
magic.
and yeah, roll for Wild Magic Surge.
Yeah.
No.
Well, but wait, Nathan, did you do your resist? I mean, you're resistant, but
He rolled well above a 20, and he's resistant in addition to taking Uncanny Dodge. So yeah, he
Okay.
only took 7. Yeah, eight points of fire.
I got safe. That's all.
Okay.
oh, wow, that's like the first time.
I know.
At this point, he's going to back away and stand next to the cart. Also, did the wolf succeed?
The wolf did succeed.
Okay, so the wolf took damage?
Yes.
Then the wolf is no longer under suggestion. The wolf is hostile again.
Oh, snap! You're right.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, that's true. So we have hang on, I have a few rolls I need to make. Okay, one of the humans, it did not hit Pansy, the halfling, but she is going to cut her losses and try and run. And you all, including the turncoat, have another reroll. So Alphonse is sticking around. Lily, the surly one, is sticking around. She looks pissed and also really, really hurt. The tiefling is also going to try and cut and run. Okay. Okay. Lord. We are going to do a very messy... Oh. Hydrate, everyone.
Already hydrated.
Some of us aren't so fortunate. Okay.
Some of us are thirsty as fuck.
Clearly.
One of us is.
Sammy, it would, but it did not do super well. Oh wait. It did even worse. How long does that bag of tricks... Do you just keep a giant elk for fur? Friendly. Yeah, I guess it just hangs out until it dies or the next morning. Cool. Alright. I guess we're gonna do a quick combat. What do we think? Everyone roll me initiative, please.
I got a 4.
And you do-
Oh wait, I would like to use a reroll.
You
Suck it, Derek.
I got 19.
I got 18.
Wait, hang on. 19 for Allie?
Oh, I see that. I
And
see that,
18
Mayo.
no.
No,
Kaila?
for Lacey Ann.
Oh, okay.
Hellman got a 20 this time. No, a dirty 20. Dirty 20.
Okay.
Sorry, Derek. I guess that reroll's not available to you now.
I have advantage on initiative. I got a 21.
Fuck. Come on.
Sorry. Rogues, man.
Ah.
They are built to
I
stab
have
in the
very
back.
choice words for you.
It's chaos, Kayla.
There's a difference between chaos and just backstabbing your whole party, Derek.
I am chaos. Hello.
I enjoy chaos.
I gave
enjoy
Allie
you too.
fireball.
And just real quick, as a reminder, because we have had multiple people join us and more people donate. We are approaching the end now that we've added this like ridiculous combat situation. But we are raising money for Stand Up to Cancer. We've already smashed through 3 goals. So we are doing a giveaway ! St. Pat, I think. STPAT. For one of 3 TTRPGs that we have run on this channel, either Sunken or 10 Candles or Still Knocked, winner's choice. So feel free to enter. Okay, so Wolf. Hellman, you still get Joe?
Yes.
Are any of you still alive? Let me check this real quick. Well, whatever. Nathan, it's you are first.
So there's the charms are in a cart, and the cart is attached to a horse, right?
No horse, just a cart.
Okay. I think what he's going to do is he is going to bonus action disengage.
I'm sorry.
And then use.
Sorry, real quick. I
Yes.
can't. I'm not a math gay. So
Yes.
the tiefling and the human are dead. They
Hmm.
just poof into smoke and ash, and it was an awful fiery death.
Even
sorry
with the
for that.
tiefling's fire resistance?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It was 29 points of damage.
Yeah, fair.
And then halved, yeah. So, and Pansy's trying to run away, so I don't know if this changes, but Alphonse and Lily are. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead with what you were doing.
No, you're okay. I think what he is going to do then is bonus action disengage, and then use his movement to run off. You said there's like hedges or woods. They're in woods.
Yeah, you've passed the hedges and you're in like a little field space right before some woods.
Okay. While he is moving, he is going to drop his bag of ball bearings, creating difficult terrain behind him, and then he is going to hide, which is a free action because he has Skulker. So he automatically hides. Which stealth is a 24.
All right. Hellman,
Do I see roughly where he went?
you would have seen the
Like
direction that he headed off in after that. Who knows?
Do I think I could get to, I don't know, within a fireball's radius of his general area? Probably. Oh, he's resistant though. He's got my ring.
I mean, distance-wise, yes.
Damage is still damage.
Damage
Yeah,
is still-
I'm gonna look that direction and I'm going to cast Shatter,
Shatter.
which is a 10-foot radius sphere, so I imagine I could probably get within 10 feet of him.
What's the best way of contesting whether or not you guess right?
I mean, I'm going to look at the end of his trail of ball bearings as a pretty easy way to figure this out.
It was like a pool. I would say if you could potentially just roll for perception, and if it's within 10 feet. I mean, if you get close to 24, maybe. Or intelligence, if you're trying to reason out where you went, if you didn't necessarily see, or investigation, which is intelligence anyway.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Like, how does an investigation roll sound to you, Eva?
I love it.
Do we have any rerolls left? That's a 14.
You have 4. And
I'm
an
going to use
automatic.
one.
Yeah, alright.
And technically,
I'm gonna use
it's
another
20
one.
feet, because it's just a 10-foot radius. So you actually have a
Oh yeah,
20-foot
it's 10 on either side.
circle. Yeah.
So do we so what do we think I have to roll like as a DC on this then?
I'd say with everything going on, I'd say probably 15.
All right, so my reroll then is a 15.
Meter beat. Yeah. Alright, what is...
All right,
Tell us what the shatter does.
Shatter is a sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupting from a point of my choice within range. And each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere has to make a Constitution saving throw.
I have a crit.
You crit?
I have one.
Oh, you have one. Okay.
But
Okay.
I thought you meant you just rolled a crit. I'm like, what's wrong? Okay, so you still take half damage.
Yeah.
And
And
so
you
that
used it right there.
So we're gonna cast that thing. I'm upcasting it as a level 3 with one of my pact slots. So that throws down 4d8. And so there's 20 damage, so you take 10. Are you made of stone, crystal, or metal by chance?
valid question. Not at this current moment.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so yeah, and then I'm going to
I'm just made of lies.
I'm going to run the other direction from where Derek ended up, and just move my 30 feet of movement the other way.
So wolf opportunity attack.
The wolf does have opportunity attack of
Oh,
opportunity.
good point. Yeah, we're like, I'm not going to sit in melee range of the fucking wolf, so I think
It's
we're
like trying
gonna
to chop
try
back.
it.
You're on
I
its
know,
back.
I know.
It's kind of like.
Oh wait, I'm on his back still, aren't I? Or did I get knocked off?
Oh, Turnip, Laysan, Hellman, roll me a quick acrobatics check.
Oh, okay.
Because that's my question. If I'm still on his back, I'll keep it. But I'm 11, or I got an 11.
23.
9.
Oh.
Hellman, what was yours?
11.
Okay, this is a good point. The wolf would have tried to shake you all off, as soon as it like came to. Turnip, whatever. If you want to try and stay on, you succeed. Otherwise, you land no problem.
I will land gracefully with rainbows.
Hellman, same. And Laysan, not quite as graceful.
So with me being able to choose, could I land outside of engage range with the wolf or no?
I would have said that would have, since that attack is essentially what started combat, and it's just now your turn, you would have already been standing. So if you want to run, you still get the opportunity attack, but you are already on the ground.
Okay, but could I retroactively decide that I'm staying on the dang wolf then, since?
Oh, yeah. Since you would have succeeded, sure.
So yeah, I'm on the wolf's back then. I guess I'm going to stay there because the wolf chomping me is really a bad thing. When you take damage when you're hidden, does that mean that you are revealed?
No. And because he has Skulker, even if he makes ranged attacks, he's not revealed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Average Joe is going to charge the wolf that we were on then.
I would say that's probably going to end up being another acrobatics check for you, assuming
Sure.
that Joe hits.
Yeah, we need to distract this thing, or it's going to go real bad.
Yeah. What is Joe's plan?
Joe's plan is charge the dang thing because I told him to.
Yeah.
Okay, so Joe has rolled a dirty 20.
Bless.
And he gets 2d6 plus 4. Ah! Sorry, it's on the floor, so I'm gonna re-roll it. Can you see those? Can you see them?
I cannot. I can just see that they're there. So close. Also, I don't have my glasses
2
on.
sixes.
Bless.
2 sixes. So 12 plus 4. So Joe has thrown out more damage than I have this session. I'm pretty sure.
I love that for Joe.
It's just bludgeoning damage, so I don't think, too many things happen. But okay, so acrobatics check, you said?
Please.
I got a 7.
You start to lose your grip, and you are going to fall. You are not in front of it though, like you're off and like behind. will say, because it's all fun and games, that you are not prone.
Okay. All right, then that is the end of me and Joe's turn.
Perfect. That
Name a better duo. I'll wait.
that brings us to Laysan.
Laysan, well, what happened with her and the wolf? I got a 9. Is she like on the ground?
Yeah, you fell off, and again, because like we're towards the end, and she's not prone. She
Cool.
She landed hard, but everything's intact and she's upright.
Hey y'all, we could just let him take the charms. That's an option.
Snaky Boy said if they had the charms, they could be snakes on the island again. It's like snakes on a plane, but islands.
I'm okay with it.
You kill us all, Turnip.
Well, he just looks really pretty with his little scales in the light and shiny and sparkly, and I just...
Stop it.
No.
Stop it. As someone who many people have been taken with over the years, I promise you do not want to be taken with this one.
Well, but maybe he just wants to be with friends with the snakes.
You hear a
He
shout
wants
from
his
the
snake
woods.
friends.
I'm irredeemable.
I'm inherently bad.
They might be bad.
I'm
I
not
don't know.
coming back for another one of these.
Oh my god.
We could just
Maybe.
let them deal with it and just leave. I hung my paladin shield up a long time ago. I don't care what happens at this point.
We do have this very angry wolf that we're all around.
Look, I'm not saying that there are no good summertime holidays, but what I am saying is if we want Holiday Chaos, St. Patrick's Day to Electric Boogaloo, the hunt for Nathan...
Nathan 2C O'Here.
Yep. Nathan to CEO here.
Yeah, Kaila.
Yeah. Yep.
Nathan Cormac Clooney O'Here. Nathan 2C's O'Here.
I feel like my house just jumped 3 degrees with the amount of hate Kayla just sprayed out of my monitor.
Yeah. Oh, pain. I'm not saying that we can have a follow-up hunt for the charms and Nathan to see O'Here, but I'm not saying we couldn't. And I'm not just saying that
I'm
'cause
Turnip.
it's hecka late at night.
I don't have anything to get rid of this wolf. I mean, I do, but I don't know. It has to hit. And then we can just dip. Leave the charms. It's fine. It's just community service at this point. I really don't care what they're going to do.
Can I... How do I do the thing to make another fireball? Can I make another fireball? I already did 3 of them, but there was something about magic
Suzanne,
points.
Are you using your action to tell Turnip how to convert sorcery?
Yep. Sure will.
Okay, what do I do? How? Who
You don't
do
have
I call?
to. If there is
Just-
something
just-
you want to do, go for it.
What's the
just-
Wi-Fi password?
Just roll to attack.
Wild magic, but the iron magic is an exclamation point.
I just rolled a fireball. 29.
Oh, gee. Misses just by a hair. No, it hits.
What are you fireballing?
The wolf.
That you're on?
Oh, I jumped down, I thought. I
Did
thought we
you?
both
Okay.
jumped down, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Lace Ann's
Everyone is
off and
off the
Turnip's
wolf.
on Lace Ann's shoulders.
Yep.
What is the damage?
29.
That's the damage? Oh, God. Nope. They didn't even get a turn. Rest in peace, Alphonse and Lily.
F's in chat for Alphonse, not a mimic.
Alphonse. Get such a rich backstory too.
Totally not a mimic.
If only we weren't at the end, he absolutely would have been a mimic. And poor Joe. Oh, Joe. Baby, no.
Oh.
Did you
You
just
mean
blow
disposable
Joe?
Joe? Pointless Joe?
Yeah,
Useless Joe?
I didn't think Joe was going to last this long, to be honest.
No. Joe,
Sacrificial Joe?
Sacrificial Joe. You all have another reroll, and you have Joe is like on fire.
Oh.
It smells not great, but he's up.
Does it smell a little delicious?
Super delicious.
Once you get past the hair.
Yeah. Like uncomfortably delicious. You're like, oh man. And our good friend, the wolf, looks hecka rough. Hecka rough. Very singed and honestly is kind of tired out by you all and is going to not do anything because it's not its turn. Allie, what did you roll on the Wild Magic Surge table?
Safe.
Wow.
You're rolling it at 50%? You got saved?
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, she's rolled like 5 times and only saved like twice, so.
Twice. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
4 times?
Statistically.
Yeah. Statistics. Oh, artsy. Oh, goodness. There is, the wolf is going to, it was just a giant wolf hanging out, like having a day, and it is tired of the day it is having. It is turning tail and running. It does not mind if it's provoking attacks of opportunity from literally everyone except for Nathan. The elk does not take that attack because he's got other problems. If any of you would like to attack the retreating wolf.
Yeah, I'm swinging with my spear.
You monster.
I got a 14.
That meter beat. You hit.
Excellent. And that'll be 4 damage. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no, yeah, I don't have any pluses. 4 damage.
Okay. You slash its flank as it is passing by, and it does a little yep, and it's a very sad sound.
Monster.
I didn't think that would happen.
And is anyone else taking an opportunity attack?
I fireballed enough.
Nathan?
Are there any of the bandits still standing?
Pansy, who is 60 feet in, like, she took off down the field. Wait, no. 50 feet? Halflings don't get 30 feet. Down the field. She did not head towards the woods.
Honestly, didn't think I was gonna get this far. Thought for sure I was gonna die.
That's okay. I forgot about Pansy. So, yeah, on her turn, she just continued running.
Yeah. Cool. Thorough turn. Yeah, he can only do suggestion once per day, or else Turnip might be doing one more fireball. Who is on
Fireball.
fire? Is anyone on fire?
Well, Laysan is, but that's not what we're talking about.
The elk and oh god, did I have you guys roll on that last fireball? I don't
No.
think I did. Oh no,
Nope.
Laysan. Oh no, Hellman. Poor Joe. I remembered Joe. I forgot you two.
I was wondering if somehow like I
Let's
missed
be
out
real.
things
Joe is the
repositioned.
real hero of the story.
That's where my heart lies.
How much damage is it?
It was 29.
We had
Yeah,
to
I am-
roll
I am-
for that, right?
I am
See if we
down.
can at least have it. I'm gonna be down
I'm
even
down.
if we have it.
Same.
Oh wait,
Downed.
no, I can't do math.
We need more math.
But I'm not
days in
saving
this
jack
place.
shit with a 9.
You do both have advantages, and Huffle, you do have an auto crit. If you
It
want
won't
to
matter
use
for
them.
me. It won't matter.
Okay, now I
I
save
had
it.
4 hit points.
I have it, but I am like to 2 hit points.
Okay. And
My God, I killed the mayo.
Has Turnip not taken any fire damage from any of these?
Turnip.
Because Turnip absolutely should be.
No,
If you cast
Allie's
a
just
fireball
sitting
in
there
your
like
area, you're not
fireball.
immune from it.
Fireball!
Yeah, I know. No, but that is true. I don't know why I called out Lysanne and Helmet, because Turnip, you would also absolutely have to roll for that.
I just do what you tell me. What am I rolling?
Roll a d20.
Have you taken damage? Have you taken damage from any of us?
No.
Oh,
I'm the favorite.
I don't think Turnip should. No, that's Kaila. I don't think
Obviously
Turnip should still be
not.
standing at this point.
Turnip is fine.
I
Derek.
almost don't know if you should have been able to cast a last fireball. Roll
Are you
me
really
a-
gonna question it?
Roll me a d4.
4.
Okay, you have 4 hit points. And now, what is your save on that last fireball?
What do I do? Just a d20?
Roll a d20.
Okay.
As I try to get to the character sheet.
14.
Is that just the raw number?
Yeah.
Wait a second.
And it is a...
$17.
Okay, so you take 14 points of damage. I've been rounding down this whole time, and I know it's not like... whatever. I hate rounding up.
So Turnip is down. Helmet is down.
Turnip and Helmet are down.
Laysan has 4 hit points. 2 hit points.
Joe is up.
Joe is on fire. Joe should be disposable. Joe should be fleeing.
Joe has plot armor.
Okay.
Joe has plot armor.
I'll just
From certain things.
throw a dagger. I have 4 advantages. I'm sure I'm going to hit Laysan. I will knock Laysan down.
You'll
And
kill her, or you're knocking her out?
this is non-lethal.
Okay.
I'm going to, being an assassin, I think I can throw a knife well enough to where it's the blunt end that actually hits instead of the knife, the hilt, right in the temple, and just knock Laysan down.
It's almost insulting.
Almost. You know, I have enough playlists for this sort of thing. Let's
Oh god. Could I get Lace Ann, since you're the last one standing, can you roll me a percentile? Is it that good?
Hmm?
What was it?
40.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Okay. Derek, I'm taking all your advantages away. Is that the end of your turn?
Well, with everyone down, I kind of assumed that's end of combat.
Yeah, well, I didn't know if there was
So-
anything.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing he's going to do with everyone down is he's going to come out of the woods. He's going to go up to Turnip and put just a little health potion in her mouth.
Oh god.
In Hellman and a little bit in Laysan. Not enough to bring them back to consciousness, just essentially stabilize them. And he is going to gather up the charms and just hope they find him. If anyone can, it's you.
You can, I'm not even gonna check your, yeah, because your passive is something ridiculous.
Yeah.
You can hear coming down, the road, not being quiet, that same elf from earlier. I would say muttering, except it is not quiet.
Artsy, the elf.
It is Artsy the elf, yes. Oh, I shouldn't have left them my basket. It's my best basket. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know if I can find them on the road, and I can't go back without my favorite basket. I mean, I could. It's just a basket, but I'd really like it back. And just walking down the road.
Artsy, are you all right?
Are you greeting her?
Sure.
She'll look up. She's been like, kind of watching the road. And she'll look up the hill. What happened here? Are you?
A lot, actually. No, it's best not to just ask any questions. My companions are back there. If you wouldn't mind, they could use some help. I need to attend to something else. You mentioned something about a basket, though. Is everything all right on your end?
I was the turnip honey basket. I was just supposed to give her the honey, and the wolf confused me. Is the wolf up there? I'd really rather not.
The wolf's gone now.
Okay. Yeah, I was just kind of hoping to get my basket back.
It's back there.
Okay. Everything just gets weirder. I don't know about this.
It does. That's okay.
Okay, I'll...
Bye.
Yeah, top of the day to you, or something Irish.
Or something Irish to you as well.
And she'll go up and, discover the scene, and why feels sort of like this might be a good ending place for now, unless anyone has a waking up moment, thought or conversation they would like to have post Nathan.
I open my eyes and kind of groggily through all of the pain and all that, I look over and I see that even though Laysan and Turnip are laying kind of in the mud. Their fingers are interlaced.
I'll never let go.
Interlay Stan.
Lacy nip.
And I lay
Until the
my
end.
head back on the ground and just close my eyes again.
Any epilogues from anyone? Or shall we get to our sign
Actually, Huffle just wrote that perfectly for me.
Perfect. All right. So, good lord, that took multiple turns. Thank you all for joining us for another incredible, oh God, what is it? I can't read. $545.69. Nice.
Yes.
God,
Nice.
thank you all. I can't tell you how important this is to me and what today meant to me. So thank you all, chat, for being here and participating. Thank you to my amazing players for just crushing it again, and to Huffle for being such a good sport and joining this absolute madness. Everything came together just so beautifully. I am already talking, and it's my channel, and I'm just gonna get out of the way. I'm Eva. You can find me here erratically. I will be part of another charity stream over on Mare Feathers channel. I'm gonna say that one more time when I'm not stuttering. Mare Feathers channel. Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. Pacific for a really adorable Ryutama game. And then every other Saturday here at, 8 a.m. Pacific for Sea of Shadows, and every Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific for Horizon's Call, the new short-term campaign. And maybe sometime this summer for a Where in the World is Nathan to see here?
4th of July?
4th of July? Could be. Yes, thank you all so much. I will start top right or whatever. I don't know, what top left. However we read here. Allie, whatever. Do your sign-offs. Plug your plugs.
Hi.
Do all the things.
Hi, I'm Allie. You can find me literally everywhere, Allie Mac. I stream a lot of chaos. If you liked Turnip, you will like my streams. They're the same. That's it. Do you still have commands in your chat for those, Eva?
Oh, I do. Although, yeah.
Oh, it's just an old Tiltify link, but that's okay.
Oh, I will update that.
Kaila.
Hi, I'm Kaila. You can find me on Twitter at KMC_ or here at Twitch at KMC. Wow, I know my own thing. I play a bunch of tabletop RPGs, like here on Horizon's Call, which we just started yesterday, and over at Craftic Studios, where we play a 5e campaign every other Tuesday, where I play a half-elf paladin named Diana. She's a little bit shady, but that's okay. I also paint, stream, and other sorts of bits on my own channel, and just generally around spaces.
Huffle.
Hi, I'm Hufflebuff. You can find me on Twitch or Twitter at Mix Hufflebuff. That's MX Hufflebuff. I stream Tuesdays and Fridays and every other Thursday. I play a lot of like logistics management games, and otherwise I'm a variety streamer. So come check me out. Yeah, my channel's a lot of wholesome kindness and wonderful things. So I hope to see you there.
Me. Hi, everybody. I'm Derek Sword. If you want to find my projects anywhere, the best place is Twitter at dsword16, which include some of the following. On Friday evenings, I am over on Graham Cracker's channel for Goldshine Investigation Agency, where I play a swampy bugbear named Grias. That's 8 p.m. Eastern. Also on Graham Cracker's channel, starting in a couple of weeks, for every other Tuesday, a campaign called Shards of Inarion. I am playing a Gnoll on that one. Can you tell I like monsters? Speaking of monsters, I also am the co-host of the podcast Monster Crush, where my co-host Heavenly and I talk about different monsters and cryptids and miscellaneous abominations, and whether they be good for a smooch and be good on a date. You can check that out wherever podcasts are found. And my favorite project right now is the project I'm doing on this very channel, Horizon's Call. I'm DMing every Saturday for a short-term campaign. It's set in the oceanic homebrew world of Damaris. I have the very lovely Eva, the very lovely Kaila as part of this group. I couldn't have picked better people. Our first session was amazing. It was incredible. And I can't wait to see what we do from there. This Tuesday, the 16th, I will also be on Mare Feather's channel for their birthday extravaganza. That is 9 p.m. Eastern. I will be playing in the Hell Block Tango, where all of us will be playing different Hell Lords and Demon Lords, and we're going to punch God in the face. I am also going to be on the Lady Dame's channel on Saturday the 27th for a 1:30 p.m. Eastern Farscape one-shot, using like general third edition D&D rules, but all set in the very wonderful mid-2000s world of the sci-fi original Farscape, or maybe not. It was on sci-fi. Anyway, that's all I got. So thank you. Oh, and I was Nathan Tessio here, the backstabbing UNT rogue. Sorry.
I don't think you are.
I don't think you are either.
I think you're right.
I thought I liked you before this little one shot, Derek. But
And you know
You
what?
still
I got my
do.
straws back.
I do.
Yeah. Yeah, if you enjoy the way that I hurt people, definitely check out Horizon's Call. Yeah.
Wait. No,
I gave Derek so many swords. It's fine.
Yeah, that's my last name.
Winnie's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so that was a time. It is getting late. I love you all. Tell your loved ones that you love them. Pet your pets. Snug them close. Treat yourselves kindly. And we will see you soon. We are going to go use the right commands. We're going to go raid Blizzbear.
Yes, I love Blizz.
Thought you might be pleased with that. And I actually hit the right thing. Playing Stardew right now, so a little chill to decompress from this ridiculous stream. Love y'all. See you eventually. Saturday at the very least.